And we're live. Here we are. I'm back. It's been a minute. I'm like, here we are, ready for some action. I don't know who's gonna be on. I don't know who's gonna pop on. I was gonna talk about something, but I was like, no, best to save that. Best to save the topic of discussion for tomorrow. I'm like, let me go live to let people know I'm still here. Where you been? Where I've been, I'm like, I've been here still. Well, no, not here, but like I've been like spending time with my mans. Got myself a mans. And also reading a lot and trying to do something that I think nobody asked for and I don't think it really needs, but I want to do it, but I don't want to share right now. It's been quite popular in current times, but yeah. How's the audio, by the way? I like kind of changed things a little bit, and I got a new room set up, kind of, you see. Hello, Hopeful Soul. Hello, Toastal Tarot. Hello, Loyal to Lauren. Okay, sounds good. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I know. I've been gone. Where I've been here. I didn't go anywhere. Just I haven't been able to find the time to put up a live stream for the time being. I've also been terrible with like just getting in the mood to want to go live. I just didn't want to, so I've just been hello. I always forget how to pronounce your account name. Zepper. Yeah, the think tank of the esoteric. Hello. Congratulations. I hope you're happy. I am very happy. Yeah. Getting in the mood. I know the feeling. That's totally the feeling, which is why, like, if you go through my channel history, you're gonna see those bouts of, silence and absence on my channel. So yeah. I was gonna do something. I'm like, let me move some stuff around first. Oh, there's a cat. Now that I see this stuff here, I was like, let me move this. I'm gonna stay there, please. I'm like, let me see if I can do this even. I don't have any. Oh, I have matches, but I don't want to light a match. I don't have my trash can here. I should have my trash can right here, but Pickles is here. If you guys are here for readings, patience. All good things come to those who wait, So yeah, I got some incense that I'm gonna burn. I should have lit it before I went live, but yeah, we're gonna do this while we wait for people to come in. I'm gonna finish these. There's these incense things that I gotta finish up. So yeah, let's see. Oh, last time I was here, I was a turtle. Oh, right. Screen and we got readings from yes. I remember you now. Well, kind of. The turtle thing is familiar. So yeah, I was like, I've got a new setup. I need something to light it. I have these matches. Like I said, I don't want to use matches. I will be right back. I'm gonna pull a nobody here and be right back. Oh. The trash is all the way over there. Oh. Hello, Lady Knight. Hello. Who else came in? I don't know, but she's lit. Okay. I also meant to burn incense right when I finished cleaning and organizing all of this area, and been here So everything smells nice, but whatever. Is that going to bother people, the smoke? I'm like, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll put it back further over here. I just need it to smell good. Your hair is growing back so fast. Are you going to let it grow long again? I don't think so. I actually I might get it cut tomorrow. No, I should have called today. I found that I've become very, very forgetful in the past few weeks or months, maybe. So, my attention span has been a little worse. So maybe I might have to talk to my doctor about maybe getting on some ADHD medication. Maybe. We'll see. I'll have to retest that and see what's going on there. Because I'm like, that's another thing. That's a whole nother thing. That's a whole different thing. So yeah. Let's see who else is here. What else is there? Yeah, I don't know. I think that's it. Yeah. I'm just checking the chat. Okay, so we got 7 people in. Hello, everyone. It's the new guy. You're just happy. Maybe. I'm like, no, because it's actually some things are very, very important things sometimes. like Pickles, she needs a lot more medications. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put alarms. And I'm like, okay, gonna put the alarm. And then I'm like, okay, let me swipe and dismiss the alarm. And then I get distracted for the alarm for the medication for her. And then I forget to give it to her. And then right now, I thought I had the alarm set up for her to go off every day of the week. And I didn't. And I forgot to give her all like, there's like 3 doses that I have to give her through the day. So yeah. If it's the new guy, then I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to let him go. I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. No. I just gotta set up my alarms right. So yeah. Anyways, how have you all been? How's everything going for everyone else? Oh, why am I asking? I'm here for reading. Anyways, no. I've been out of it for a long time. Can you guys tell? I'm like, I got this thing. Tarot and Oracle, by Mike Wilcox. I followed him on Instagram because I liked his art. I think I first saw like the few major arcana that he drew on this, and I was like, this is great. I'm like, when's it coming out? And I'm like, is it a tarot? It's not a tarot. It's not 78 cards. But I kind of hope he does. But it is an oracle with it has like the major arcana, the 12 zodiac signs, and like a few other like general kind of cards here. But anyways, I'm not going to use this today because I'm not fully familiar with it. He has a very unique approach to things. The book is I'm like, oh, this is gonna the book is gonna be one to look into. This card has been standing out quite a bit throughout the deck. Every time I do those little like chunky flip throughs. So yeah. I'm like, I just saw this. I'm like, let's go here. I'm like, I don't think we're gonna get to readings. Oh, thank you, Zephyr. Hopeful Soul asks, are you getting Benabel's new deck? The Atea one? Yes. The Spirit Keepers, I already have the illustrated and the Vitruvian edition, so I'm like, we're good there. Hello, Sugar Honey Iced Tea. So yeah. Do you know how Rachel Pollock is doing? Rachel Pollock passed away already a few weeks back. I remember there was a little bit of drama because Neil Gaiman made that Twitter post, and then quite a few people kind of thought that meant that she did pass away, but no, she was just in hospice. So she was beginning the transition to pass away. And so yeah, Rachel has now passed. So I'm very, very sad about that. Actually, I think we can all agree that if it weren't for her, none of us would be in here with tarot today right now. Like truly, yeah. The old generation is leaving us. Who like quite a few people have big tarot names passed away. So yeah, yeah, it was a little, yeah, it was a little unclear. Hopeful soul, like, oh, is she? But no, she, yeah, 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 yeah. So yeah, very sad to see her pass. So yeah, I have all her books. I want to get the new edition of the Forest of Souls. I got my hands on the old one because I pre-ordered the new one, and then my pre-order got canceled. And but yeah, she's helping from the other side now. Yeah, yeah. I mean, truly, like, I believe one of the Egyptians believed that, the one part of your soul was what you left behind, the mark you left behind in the world. And honestly, through 78 Degrees of Wisdom, Tarot Wisdom, The Forest of Souls, just those books alone in the tarot world, she will live on, like, forever. Uh, yeah. So yeah. Anyways, so I guess we could dedicate these readings to her. Let's see. Let's try. I hope I do. I hope I do that. I do them justice. That. Speaking of, like, let's stay in topic. Free live tarot readings. Hello, hi, how are you? I want to move these out of the way, but I don't know where to put them. I'm still, like, reorganizing things a little bit, but I was like, in typical Zach fashion, we're a little disorganized. I'm like, I also want to, like, because I want to, like, have that. There we go. There we go. I want to have Florence in the shot. So yeah, I'm like, every time I go live, I'm gonna change the album up there. If you can see in the top corner, if you can tell what it is. 78 Degrees of Brilliance. I'm gonna say but I'm still gonna stand by my opinion that 78 Degrees of Wisdom is a little bit like, I think we can move beyond it, and I think more people should should read Tarot Wisdom before 78 Degrees of Wisdom. That's just because I read Tarot Wisdom first, maybe. And what else? She also has she also has another book, the New Tarot Handbook, more minimalist and very cut down, very simple, and more portable, and that was the point of that. And loves it. Anyways, like, and thank you, Hopeful Soul. Anyways, Mr. Shuffling Sounds. Lady Night, you hear them every Saturday. Don't even. She did good work. She did several good works. I never read any of her other stuff outside of, like, tarot, but yeah, like, she did some really integral and iconic, and yeah. Okay, let's see. What deck am I going to use for the guess the numbers game? That's what I got to do right now. Okay, anyways, let's see. Let me let me roll over here real quick. Oh god, I just see all the loose paper. I picked up all the paper here. You guys can't hear me probably. Let's see here. What are we gonna use? Which are we gonna use? What feels right? What feels right here? We're gonna go with you. I thought I was gonna pull you up, but I guess not. Please don't fall. There we go. I couldn't make it. I gotta do it again. There we go. Okay. We're using the Sephiroth, which is a card game tarot. Yeah. Nothing feels right with she cried. Why? What are you doing here? I'm like, why? What's going on? Why? How are you? I'm like, I'm not crazy. We're not gonna call it that. Just kidding now. Also, why I have a deck that I still have to send you. We just haven't been in touch though. That's the problem. And I need to message you. Yeah. I'm dying. No, you are not. Are you really? Please don't. I'm like, please be joking. Cut the cameras. I'm like, maybe your channel, but that's only because you've been busy with other stuff. I will. I'll super glue it this time. Well, yeah, we are all dying, but like, okay, you're distracting me. You just died a little now. I mean, I don't know about y'all. I'm not gonna die. Maybe y'all are, but not me. I'm gonna live forever. Die. The open package. I can't. No, I can never forget that. I feel so bad still to this day. You got the insurance money on it. You were fine. I'm not old, though I am 27 now. Jesus, I'm 27. Hello, Angel Wings. Okay, we're gonna start the guess the numbers game. So everybody get ready. After this shuffle, we're gonna start it. Let me cut the deck in half. We're gonna do it like that. 27 is the new. No, because once I'm 30, then you become daddy. I'm just kidding. Okay, I got the card. Okay, is there everybody that wants a reading? Get ready. Okay, there we go. Okay. Hello, Amy Hunter. I like this new setup, but it's like it's not conducive for the webcam to go over here. I thought I'd be able to use this space here for my desk, but no. Oh, Y got it. Move, mouse. Because Y is spamming it. Y, if you spam it, I'm gonna put you on a timeout. Give me a second while I fix my mouse deal here. I'm like, I should get a wireless one, but yeah. Okay, no, we're just gonna do that. There we go. Oop, 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 oop. Look at that. No, I don't think Y gets this one. I think Amy gets it. Why? Just because. No, that's called spamming. You're spamming now. No, you don't get to do that anymore because we haven't done Thirsty Tarot. Okay, that's why. Okay, there we go. Amy Hunter's here. Yes, Amy. You got the 7 of Cups. The delusions. What's going on, Amy? Hey! We're gonna... Putting you on a timeout, why? Okay, so Amy Hunter got it. Oh, it's the incense going out. Whatever. Just a little sense here. So what's your question, Amy? And of course, it's always, I think it should all be down there, and in the description down below. If anybody would like to, doesn't want to play the Guess the Numbers game and just get a reading without having to go through the Guess the Numbers game, then you can donate to my PayPal or through Super Chat in the description down below, or the Super Chat is right there in the chat box right there. Should be there. So yeah, let me know if it's there. I don't even know because I've been off for so long. I don't know if YouTube you haven't been uploading, and YouTube will just remove it. But I'm like, let's see. Oh, let's see. Oh, that's a question I should be asking too. Let's see. What do I need to know? What's I'm assuming what's coming in April for my money in April. Okay, let's see. we're gonna do. I usually like to do Thoth for like monetary and like fiscal focused readings. Is that the right term? Fiscal? Economically focused readings. I like to go for the Thoth. I'm like, and if the Seven of Cups is any indication of that. Let's get fiscal. I'm like shuffling the cards here. What does Amy need to know? What's coming in April? Money in April. He got on his. I am. I really am. Nar is true, and I'm gonna be even more poor in the coming months. So, yeah. Like and subscribe. I'm gonna start memberships. I'm just kidding. I need to redo my Patreon and bring that back up. Also, what's a good stone for to carry around with me? I'm not sure. I'm not great knowledgeable on stones. I'm sure more people in the chat would be able to help you with that, Amy. It depends on what you want. And for the most part, I feel like holding a stone would be more like a worry stone for me. But it depends on that. People say I need one for grounding, and I'm like, I try, but I'm like, I can't sit still. You know. Let's see here. Oh. Jade is a good. I like jade. I like the look of jade. I like the aesthetic. It's good. It's good. Oh, and what's at the bottom of the deck here? Be a little more stingy, I think. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Discs. Be greedy. I think it's very much a time of hold on, don't give. You know, yeah. We have the Five of Swords, defeat. Seems that there's quite a bit of stress here. I think, yeah, money worries seems to be on the mind, which fitting for the question, but I think it seems to say, don't let that get in the way of your goals, I think is what it might be saying here. We have the Queen of Wands as well. And the Three of Swords as well. Very, what is it? Is that my left? Yeah, the left pillar of Bina and Gebura there. I carry rocks in my pockets, a fistful of pebbles, just in case, you know. They cause more damage than pocket sand. So yeah, we have defeat and sorrow. It seems that, you know, don't let it get you down. You're still standing. Go out there and what else? Earn that money. It's kind of saying, you know, just I hate it, but the hustle grind mindset, I guess. You know, don't let the stressors and the limitations get you from earning your coin. It's kind of saying, but beware of the guilt that comes with it as well. You know, but for the most part, I think the Four of Discs is telling as well. You know, I think it's very much what I thought was like, oh, you know, when you're checking out at the cash register and they're like, would you like to round that up to donate to? No, sorry, St. Jude, you ain't getting this. No, I'm just kidding now. Let's see. What should I put on my door to bring money in? I'm not sure about that. Not the it's not Jesus. What do you mean? What do you mean the Jesus look? I don't have the long hair. Well, it's kind of long, but yeah. Yeah. Ooh, it's getting hot now. Let's see. But yeah, I don't know anything about that. All I'm doing is you're reading here. Uh, maybe a collection book. Absolutely. I'm like, it's time to scrape the check under the car and under the cushions and the car seats to see to for that money, pinch that coin. But yeah, it seems that April, yeah, it seems that there's going to be some stressors monetarily, and I think it's a time to be easy, like very much in terms of earning, not spending, uh, not necessarily saving, because you still need to, pay for things that you need, bills and rent and all that, and insurance, whatever, very fitting question for, the things going on in the tarot world. Where's the dog? Which dog? I have 2 dogs. I used to have 3. One of them went missing. Where she is, I don't know. I hope she's alive. But Pickle, she's right here. Like, I'm pointing right at her. You can't really see. I'm like, I'd move the camera, but I don't want to do all that. So yeah. So that's what's coming in for April. Just, and it's a lot of mental stressors. I think it might just don't worry too much about it. I think that'll cause you to lose sight and focus of, like, of managing your funds better. I don't know why my camera's blurry. It always does that. Hello? Focus on me. Are you gonna... No? You're not? No. Okay, fine. Sorry, guys. Maybe it's this. I don't know. I don't know why it's blurry. It does that to me all the time. But yeah. Ah! Plug it in. I'm just kidding. Hi, Benabel. That's something that's been going on a lot for me. The 32%. Like, I feel like my phone's been on low battery a lot, but maybe that's just because I'm always on it. So yeah. Anyways, but hello, Benabel. How's the Atea deck coming along? Just kidding. That's all. I think the cards really just said, don't worry about it. Don't worry too much about it, So yeah, it's that Hollywood soft focus, darling. No, it's not so dead. Oh no, I'll wait for it. I'm a patient man. I can wait. Let's see. Okay. So let's see. What's the... yeah. Let's hide the... Oh, nope. Nope. Where are you? I hate that it does this. That I have to do that when I do that. Look, now Y is gonna spam it. So yeah, let's see. Okay. What's next? I feel like I really gotta have it. I really want to fix it now. I really want to fix it. Let me try it again. Let's do the hand trick. Come on. Focus. You want to stay focused on the camera, on my hand. Did I fix it? I kind of fixed it. No. Because you slow. No, who are you calling slow? Who are you calling slow? Why? Okay. What's next? What's another reading? Should we do another round? Should we? I think we do. I think we have to keep this going and get the juices flowing. It's me putting the banner up, but not pulling out a number. Oh my god. And Toastal Tarot got it. Right when I pulled it to it, your little comment showed up. Y is trying to trigger people. Y is out here being messy. You're too late, Y. You're too late. What was it that Do you want? Yeah, right, Venable. That's why I'm like, why do you really? Your comment tells me y'all are trying to drag me into it. No, I'm not gonna take the bait. Tomorrow I will. Let's see. Question: how can I fix my perpetual grumpy? What are we talking about here? I'm just kidding. Let's see, like grumpy attitude then? What did I miss? Nothing. I don't want to say nothing much. I almost said nothing much only so that Y wouldn't get me to talk about it, but I'm not gonna talk about it. I think Y and Benabel teamed up just to try and get me to do it, but no, I'm not going to right now. Yeah, Benabel, read Benabel's email. Yeah, it's actually, I'm like, this is very, no, we're not going to talk about it. I will discuss it tomorrow. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, okay? It's the way of the world, and it's making my grumpy worse and worse and worse. Oh, I'm like, what's the advice here to say? There's wisdom. There's things that I've read that have given wisdom in this perspective of that. How like the world, there's so much effed up shit going on. Zach, I wish you were that clever. Now you're gaslighting me. Benabel's gaslighting me. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Let's see, but yeah, there's something about like not necessarily focusing on the world as a whole, but more like your world. Do what you can in your part is really all that. Sometimes you really can't because the systemic issues are so big and just get in the way and seem to be like you want to do something and you feel so helpless, but it's like no, you do your part in your own area. I'm just a little bit projecting there as to like what you may be referring to, Toadstool. Let's do a reading and spill the tea now. It's live. Right? I feel like I should come on this live right now. Do you want to come on I will invite you onto the live. Why? You're always welcome on the live. Yes, you're on the spot, but what did the card say? Right. And it's very interesting, the hermit on that. I remember the image of, it's a bit judgy of an image or a part of the story in the Bible. But it's the, oh gosh, what is it? What's the name? What's his name? I don't know, something about one of the from Judges, I think. Well, I guess that's it. That he looks over the tribe of Israel or something like that, and he's like, "This is all going to shit, you know. This is all going to hell, you know." And here's why, and da 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 da, and goes off, pretty much roasting. I think. I don't know. I haven't read that part of the Bible yet. I'm not there yet. No spoilers, okay, for that season of the Bible. But it's made me hypersensitive to strangers when I go outside. How can I share this? How can I share my experience with that? It's kind of interesting how COVID kind of did the opposite to me. Though not that I was like going out and, you know, breaking quarantine. But I've really, yeah, the opposite has been true to me. Because I've been very introverted, not really going out, didn't really have a social life. Oh, look at that. Oh, how interesting. What are you trying to tell me, cards? So we have here lots of focus on the earth and I guess in a sense it might be in reference to the body. I think the King of Pentacles here, full of vegetation and life, verdancy and vibrancy, health, I think, is another thing. But I mean, yeah, very, very earthy. But anyways, and then we have the Fool, ready to jump off, leap off, throw yourself out there into oblivion, into oblivion. And then we have the Seven, the defensiveness and the standoffishness, but not necessarily in that case. I think it's a very delicate, it's a very delicate balance that you're supporting here. And I think you're so nervous of the whole little structure here to collapse that that like any movement can cause it all to collapse. But honestly, the Fool isn't like worried about carrying it. He's grabbing it and he would just throw it, you know. That's what I'm getting there. Bottom of the deck is the 10 of Discs, which is related to the last decan of Virgo. Spin the fates on my defensiveness. I mean, yeah. Yeah, there's like a I like the contrast of the hands here. I'm noticing. I feel where one is very, oh gosh, one is very like, again, like I said, supportive, but also kind of blocky and very like no flow is going here. Meanwhile, here there's quite a bit of flow for being an Earth card. It's like all the discs are flowing into the one hands and they're kind of to the fingertips there to the end. So yeah. Sugar honey iced tea. We're not yet. Not yet, girl. Not yet. Let's see. Like if I can't handle all that's thrown at me, maybe I need to learn to juggle. I mean, true. That's yeah. Yeah, I was yeah, that's a way to that. Yeah, that's perfect. I have my hat. Okay. Are we gonna? I guess we're inviting Y. I can't remember your email. Let me see if I can find it. And I need to get my earphones on. Let me see. Are you? Here we go. I'm gonna send it to this one. I'm like, he said it. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna do it. So yeah. There you go. An impromptu Thirsty Tarot. Well, it's not really Thirsty Tarot. No, it's not Thirsty Tarot. Thirsty Tarot is on my channel. But anyways, I'm like, if he's going to be on here, then that means I got to... Little by little, just small step. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what the 10 of Pentacles kind of says. Yeah, it's the culmination of all those little steps. But it seems that you're already there and you're stuck at this end and you just need to go out, reconnect with new people or friends if you can. And yeah, he's here. Ladies and gentlemen.
It's okay. Now I know what I'm doing. Thank you.
It's giving Paddington. It's giving what's that one, like, is it an anime, an old anime?
Excuse me, it's giving Alphaba, it's giving Misunderstood, it's giving I Am a Witch and you're not ready for it. It's giving I'm claiming my ancestors. It's claiming Crucible. I'm not afraid of it. It's claiming Salem witches and it's claiming everything. Thank you. Oh my God,
I saw YM Dancing with the Devil.
Just the other night. Thank you.
Well, we can call it dancing.
We are kind of like the Katya and what is her name?
Trixie. Wow.
Of the tarot community. Thank
We
you.
really.
I gotta call my doctor.
Oh, for what?
I'm getting old, y'all. Oh,
You look amazing.
thank you.
I wish I looked as young as you do when I'm at your age. But that won't be for a very, 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 very long time.
Wow. See how she treats me? It's not even funny. It's not.
I missed you.
Like, who is laughing right now in the chat? No one is laughing right now. It's fine. Whatever. Your face is so expressive.
It is. Is it? Like,
really silly putty. I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult.
I'm gonna take it as both.
Well, no, that's PG 13. Like, we'll keep it PG-13 because I don't want to, it get pretty expressive when when things are in my mouth.
This isn't Thirsty Tarot. This is my channel. Wait, I have to keep it monetized.
Sorry, namaste.
Oh, wait. It's been way longer than a minute. You can go ahead.
Namaste. Thank you so much. This is his channel. This is not Thirsty channel. Thank you. We're here to heal the community, and I'm here for it. Thank you.
Well, I think this might be the Thirsty Tarot channel. If we're thirsty for the tea.
Like, immediately, I guarantee you'll get canceled tomorrow just because of this live stream. Thank you.
I hope so. Give me the attention. I can handle it.
Well, because you haven't been on tarot thingy for how long now? Who am I?
Let's see. We're doing it. We're doing it.
Okay. Why we are laughing? Actor needs to have faces like that. Thank you. Lurking and laughing. Who is Moonstar? Do I know Moonstar? I don't think so. I know. I remember. I can't say it. Toadstool. And I remember Annabelle. I remember Lady Knight of Avalon, Aquarius, Owl. I remember Sugar Honey Iced Tea, of course.
Does your channel name have the underscores?
I'm sorry, phone call. Busy. I'm so popular. It's not even funny.
I know. I wish I was on your level.
Thank
what do you have underscores on your channel name, on your tag?
On what?
I was gonna tag you on the video.
Oh yes. I think it's just on the cusp tarot. I don't think there's underscore.
Okay. If not, then
I don't know.
If so.
Yeah, I think it's just on the cusp tarot.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm like, I don't know why it's doing that. I'm like, hopefully, okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. I hope I titled that right. I hope my grammar's correct there. Okay, so this is essentially gonna be us live discussing this. If you want the tea, then
you just change it. Let's talk about the tarot community with on the now. I'm cancel. So cancel.
Are you ready? Because the girlies know when that comes up and I'm on, we're talking about it.
Ooh, girl. So what have I been missing? I have been so busy. I'm so sorry that I've been MIA, but
no.
It's
honestly, you have bigger, more important things, really.
Don't say that.
I'm like,
say that. It is still, this is big and important, I think.
I'm like, well, we'll see. So, so it's about, if you want to get all the receipts, you can just go to Mixtress Ray's video that she did last week, a week ago, 6
Okay,
days about.
can you sum it up in 60 seconds?
Tarot reviewers are being a little neglectful of low income people. Mixtress Ray's video was a little bit messy but not really focused, but that's just because she is autistic, I believe, and a lot of people misconstrued it, took it personally, as people on Tarotube usually do. If it's not about you, but I always like to say if the shoe fits. But so that's like the whole thing. Like also talking about like tarot people on Tarotube reviewing decks but not disclosing that they got it as a review copy. So they got it for free and they didn't mention that. And what else? Decks being very, very expensive, particularly the Ritual Tarot, which people said, I need to see this. Someone send me the link, the receipts. I need receipts to this Ritual Tarot falling apart in people's hands shuffling. And I'm like, I can agree with that. It's like a $95 deck and it's like, and you can't riffle shuffle it. I'm sorry. Like,
wow. I haven't buy anything. I haven't.
Good.
Like, this is the last thing that I bought.
Not the pocket version.
I know. I want something like, in and out, and
Yeah, it's portable. It's yeah. Benaba Wen did a great email blog post on it, discussing all that. Also, Sorsha Soaring, great channel. Love her content. She did a great video discussing that. I saw her video before Mixtress Reyes. I'm like, she said, double standards in the community. And I'm like, she experienced it. I'm like, that gif of, what is it? What's his name? James Franco. And he has like the noose around his neck. And he's like turning to the guy next to him. He's like, first time. I'm like, I'm James Franco there. I'm like, first time.
It's the same old story, different day, isn't it?
It really is. I'm like, and I think there's also a bit of the people collecting too much, buying too much, the consumerism of tarot as well. Yeah. I'm not sure on this part. I'm again, I don't know much of it, but that would make sense though. The other deck that did that, the Spacious Tarot you had, and it creased on you, right?
Yeah.
I riffle shuffle that and it hasn't gotten damage from me yet.
No, it was immediately creased. I was like, whatever. I have so many decks. I have so many decks I need to get rid of. Like,
so do I.
It's not even healthy. Like, y'all need to stop buying tarot. Like, and now it's so crazy nowadays. Like, it's not even like $1 a card.
But I will say, one of the things that was kind of touched on and hit upon like quite a bit was that artists need to get paid for their labor. Like back in the day, before the ridiculous prices going up, tarot creators really weren't making money off of their decks. They were barely breaking even if they were lucky. A lot of them were going to debt. For example, I don't know where I heard this, where I read this, but Julie Kuchia Watts, like, she had to like do something, like get into like, I think she pulled out like a second mortgage on her home. I could be misremembering that, but she like pulled out a huge loan just to print her Journey into Egypt deck. And that was before she knew of make playing cards, but still the deck that she made really, really good. And that one is worth the $90 and doesn't fall apart when you shuffle it.
The idea of I don't know now that I don't collect tarot anymore. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I don't collect tarot anymore because I have 85% of the deck that I still have not opened. Addiction, can we say that? Thank you. So I'm facing it head on and just put it in the basement and ignore it, like everybody does. Like,
Oh,
what?
you should face the beast head on, I think.
I know when I don't have a gig lineup somewhere, I guess I will come back and do like a marathon, like a month long marathon.
I'm like just
Just leave it. I'll just
I
leave
wasn't
it
even gonna say
on. I'll just leave it on and I'll go to sleep with it. And then, it would literally be a reality show.
do it's the Big Brother, the deck opening marathon. No, I was gonna say just do it behind the scenes. You don't have to go live and do it.
I know. What is it? Why sell your decks? You could sponsor a new theater. Thank you. like if I sell it $30 per deck, that is $30,000 right there.
Yeah, you can, but some of the decks aren't worth it.
That's true. Well, some of that is worth more than $30 though, so kind of.
Oh yeah, so quite a few of them I think you can find. But
I know
yeah,
a thousand decks, right? $30 a deck. That's $30,000.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so here's the thing here that I want to touch on here. I understand where Mixer Story was coming from, but she should have made that video after making notes. I agree, and I think when she made that video, she absolutely percent intention, like wanting all the attention and wanting it to garner all that attention from Tarotube, because like it went a little, dare I say, viral in the Tarotube community, and I scrolled through the comments and it seems that she went through all those comments like on her own and liked them and replied to some of them, and like a lot of them were hearted, so that means she had to read through all of them if she were giving them likes and all that. So
Wow.
that right there, I'm like, whoa. And she even said in the last video that she did, the most recent one, as an update to that video that she made, was that that she like spent like an entire day just on the comments. I'm like, ooh. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, that's a lot. So I think she really, like, it was very spur of the moment, I think. And I think she was just like emotionally venting online and just kind of like a public personal vlog of hers. And I think the thoughts and ideas and opinions in that video just kind of, too many people that weren't ready and weren't understanding where she was coming from got the wrong idea as to as to why she made that video in the first place. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I feel like I have so much catching up to do now.
Just if you want to watch all of it, you can go to her community tab and all the like good video responses. I haven't seen any of the like spicy, angry video responses so far, but for the most part, the majority of the responses have been pretty positive. But there have been some comments in her comment section that have been very condescending and quite insulting and like mocking almost. Not I don't want to say insulting, but for sure mocking and like a little bit a little disregarded a bit the what it means to be poor. You know. So yeah.
The drama, I've been missing out.
Yeah.
The next month, I have the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna watch all the video when I'm.
You can. What's great about these videos is that you can have them on like the background and just listen. You don't really have to watch, so that's the best part. What? Oh, really? That's who he was talking about? I thought it was someone else. I'm like, but that's a line that can be very easily said. And I've said that in the past. I'm like, just set aside some money for it, you know? But I'm talking in context of like the Tarot of Delphi or Victorian Mantic, is a deck that you really, really want and that it is very pricey, but over time you just save it. But that's like, again, that's very easily said than done. And again, I go back to negligence and unawareness of what it means to be in a lower tax bracket, to be lower class, to be poor. Because again, a lot of people get very for some reason, a lot of people don't like for some reason people don't like poor people or homeless people. Like, I'm like, yeah. Anyways, yeah. Sylvan was spicy, but he what? Yeah. No,
Poor people.
I'm like, let me tell you, I'm in no way, shape, or form poor. I'm not well off to do, but I don't have a lot of responsibilities that someone my age should have. But yeah, so I'm very privileged to be able to buy and do and have all this stuff here.
What is your last deck?
The last deck I'm like, I just showed it right now. I got this one.
What is that?
This is the Mike Wilcox Tarot and Oracle.
Intriguing. I don't know. It doesn't excite me anymore.
Good. This is like this one I pre-ordered like a year ago. I think last year the pre-order went up and I was like, I'm gonna get it. So yeah, I was like, it's majors only with a few oracle cards and the zodiac signs. So it's not a full 78. So yeah. And it was, I can't remember how much I spent on it.
40. It's probably 65.
Let me see. Let's look it up. Not me not knowing how to type here. Let's see. Oh my god. Did I really spend that much? No.
Yes.
No, I didn't spend this much. I'm a copy. I'm like, I got decks to sell too. I got a whole huge Tupperware tub full of decks down there that I want to sell.
We should do an auction, like a live auction.
We should. I'm gonna find someone that's gonna be able to do the little blabbering.
Yep. 2 or a 4 and then a 5 and a 5 and a 5 and a 5.
$5 sold. Baba Studios, $5.
How much will you pay for Tarot of Delphi? I have like $9 copies, so.
You do. It's not fair. I use it. I love that deck. I have it here.
No, I don't have nine copies. I think I have like 2 copies or 3.
You see, that's that. You might as well have 10.
Thank you.
You might as well be the stockist for her. I'm like, let me have one.
I wonder if I should trade one of my Tarot of Delphi for, what is that tarot that never going to be produced again, quote unquote?
Oh, gosh, which one?
I don't remember. It's like
Slow Holler.
It doesn't have a box. It's like a scarf that wrap.
Yeah, Slow Holler.
Yes. Should I trade that?
That's a good trade.
Everybody loves Slow Holler, which I don't understand.
I think people like it because it's out of print. But I saw I could have gotten it, but I just didn't go for it. I just thought because it was like multi-artists. I was like, it's those are very hit or miss.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I backed there's one called, is it called The Threads of Fate? No. No, that's a different oracle. The tapestry. It's a tapestry themed deck on Kickstarter. Yeah, I backed a few, but yeah.
Do you even sell your decks?
I need to, but it's so much work to sell decks. To do like a selling my collection, a deck purge. I'm like,
should I sell my decks? Should I sell my decks? Should I sell all my decks? Oh.
oh, what'd you got? The Fool. Be free. Liberate yourself from them. Yes.
0. Gone. Sell them all.
Sell them all.
Sell them all. How much do you want this? Thank you.
$0. That's what you should sell them for. Go through them real quick and be like, I know this one's expensive. I know this one's expensive. You know, these I can donate and give away. I honestly, a lot of these I'm like, I don't even want to bother pricing them and seeing how much.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna like give them away. I'll do a raffle of some sort, a live raffle, I guess the numbers game for them. But if you get one right, you can't guess again, and you cannot be a part of it.
Because I'm famous. Thank you.
No, because you spammed the chat.
No, I didn't. I'm just fast typer. You have no rule saying that you cannot repeat or you cannot type fast.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The customer service, the packaging, the tracking, the yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. It's so much work. Though I will say, depending on where you live, yeah, the trek to the post office. If you're lucky, you can do, I don't know how much you can do that you can schedule a pickup, and they'll pick up quite a few, yeah, of the packages that you have to ship out, and they'll pick them up.
Your color logo match my hat.
Wait, it does.
I'm embracing my witchiness. Thank you.
I need to find that. I'm gonna send it to you. Hold on.
It's cute.
Let's see. Moomin, is this it? Yeah, let me see. Images. Where is she? Here it is. Yeah, it's giving, yeah, the cat's a different color. I'm gonna share my screen. Let me see. Share screen. Share screen. Let me see.
Benabel said that, well, I won't be selling my collection. I will be giving them away in box 4. Well, you should give it away to me so that we can sell it.
No. She should give it to me. I'm just kidding.
Because you're poor.
Do you see? It's giving very much them.
What? Where? What am I looking at?
Do you not see it?
No.
Am I not sharing? No?
No.
Hold on. Let me try that again. Allow. There we go. Is it showing now? No? I can't see because I can't see the screen right now. But I'm like, it's gotta be. Oh look, she's in blue now. There's gotta be a red one somewhere.
Insult. Jealousy.
I love it. No. It's not an insult at all.
Y'all can feel it. The jealousy is palpable. Thank you.
No, I'm not. Well, no, I am jealous.
Wow, she's looking like Jesus.
I don't look a thing like Jesus, as the killers would say.
It's gonna. I know where you're heading.
Where?
You'll be like the braids again.
The braids again and the full beard.
We all know that. It's predictable.
No, I'm gonna get it cut. I'm gonna see if I can get it cut tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see.
Oh my god, I cannot believe I'm on here. God, I've aged so much.
No, you haven't. Well, I mean, I can't tell, but I mean, if you can tell, I mean,
I'm still stunning. Thank you. Stunning.
Yes.
Stunning.
You've gone through quite a bit the past few years. Putting it lightly.
That is correct. I still yet to visit you in Baker. Oh, I shouldn't say the location, but
California.
California.
No, you haven't. But again,
I'm gonna take a break from everything from life.
little. Oh,
Um, July, August, and September.
okay.
So I'll take a tour of the United States
Okay.
with my mother. So maybe I'll come visit you.
We'll see. Yeah.
You have not aged a day. Thank you. Asian dung raisin. Thank you.
NARS is true. It's true. It's true.
The product I use.
The products. Is it?
Mm. Mm. Mm.
You look great. Why?
Thank you. We're literally Katya and Trixie right now. I don't know which one. I think I'm more Katya.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit more vulgar.
I can be vulgar. No, I can't be vulgar because this channel's monetized.
And also, what is that you're wearing?
What, my shirt? Oh, the earphones?
That was like from the 80s.
The earphones?
Like there's lines.
What do you mean?
There's chords.
Yeah.
Isn't that like ancient?
No.
Nobody wear that.
These are, I'm like,
anymore.
These are younger than you.
Those are like antiques.
No, they're not.
Because everybody has earbuds now. Like that's antique.
Okay, calm down, Gen Z. Why?
A bet.
I'm like, but okay, no. Right now that we're on it, to everyone that has a channel and anybody that wants to go live and feature on channels here, put these on, please. Plug these into your speakers, into your laptop, wherever you're streaming. Put these on. You guys complain about the echoes and the feedback from the mic onto the speakers. These prevent them because the speaker comes out, it hits the mic, it echoes. Comes to your ears instead, it won't go to the mic. It cuts out the echo. Please do that.
Exactly. Please. And then you become unstylish.
True. Get some Bluetooth ones then.
Thank you. And old.
These are secure and they have great audio.
Because that is very giving me
Boomer.
Poor that's vibe. Thank you.
They're only $10.
It's not giving me freedom.
But that's $10 that can go to a deck. Spend wisely.
Oh dear.
Substance over style, absolutely.
The opposite for me. Thank you. Where's your big black? Your BBC and
I don't see him in the chat right now.
Your BBM.
My what?
Your big black mic. Where is it?
Hold on. It's here. It's here.
Oh, is it? Oh, I was like, if you just shove it up your. It's so big.
I could take it.
And welcome to Zachary's OnlyFans channel right now. Music is gonna start. Disco ball is gonna lit up, and then Tarotube.
I'm like, the Tarotube is just infomercials now. I mean, maybe that wasn't the intent, but yeah,
it's true though, isn't it?
Okay, but no. It would be infomercials if people were saying, "Oh my god, for the low price of $70." It's the gaslighting. It's the fiscal gaslighting that infomercials kind of did. Only 4 payments of $25.
Okay, Miss Cleo.
But it would be like, I don't know, This one, I sent the link. I don't know if you saw it. It's like, it's out of stock, but it was going for $111.
$111 for a tarot deck.
And book.
You can go see a live Broadway show for less than $100.
Well, I wouldn't go to Broadway. I don't know. I'd go to a concert. I'd put the money to a concert.
I guess somebody's just not educated.
And what about it?
And now everybody's gonna love this video so much because I make an appearance.
I don't know.
It's kind of like, because like
my views have stayed the same.
It's kind of like a surprise celebrity appearance.
It is surprise celebrity guest.
Like
my live stream's been hijacked.
What is it?
Hijacked.
The not karaoke, the lip sync. I don't remember who hosted. LL Cool J and
Epic Rap. No. That's YouTube.
But it's the other lip syncing show.
Lip sync battle or something like that.
Yes. And then they always bring on like a celebrity or the original singer of the song, and basically that.
Yeah. I don't know, but you don't have many decks to show off, so I think if we did have one, I would
What else? I do have some here. Hold on a second.
I think what might have sparked a little bit of this is this deck right here.
Oh, that I do have that.
What's to unbox?
It's classified.
Well, you can share your secrets with us.
I'm learning Spanish.
Baraja de 78 cartas. I don't know that one.
You don't know that one.
Oh, I have that one. And it's in this for sale box.
I still love it. And then this one.
I don't have that one, and I don't really care for it.
It's so good. It's so good.
Explain to me why it's good.
Because there's animal in it, and there's like a message, and it's your spirit guide from an animal, and it's beautiful, and there's green in it, and feathers, and earth, and it will give you guidance, and is matte finish. And it's linen, so it's very comforting, and it smells so good, and it tastes so good. And when you're hungry, you just look at the picture and you're full. So everybody should buy it.
How much is it?
It's full payment of $64.99. Everybody should have it. If you don't have it, that means you're not popular. And you're like not Kardashians, and so you should probably not be on this channel.
If you can't afford it, your chakras weren't aligned enough.
So you should really like pray to witches so that your chakra should be aligned, and then you should go get some crystals and be spiritual and ask the spirit, like, really ask your spirit, like, how can I get this? And then the spirit will tell you. But first you have to get it so that you can connect to the spirit. You see? Yeah,
I get it.
Thank you.
Here's my wallet. Here you go. Let me just get it open here. Here we go.
That's basically sums it up.
I have a $10 Cold Stone gift card. Can you take that?
That's not non-fat.
I'm sure they have non-fat options.
That gives me diarrhea.
That's called lactose intolerance.
Why are you being such a Chloe right now?
A Chloe?
Uh,
Have you seen the documentary on Miss Cleo?
no, I want to.
Oh, it's so good.
What channel? What?
It's on HBO Max.
Okay, I do have that. I want to watch it.
It's really, really good.
I'll watch it
She was an
tonight.
ally legend icon moment.
Ah, Miss Cleo is the best.
She was, yeah.
Oh, she died? Oh, dear, no. Rest in peace. Thank you. What is it? Are you licking your card? What's the favor?
What's
Don't
your
you want
flavor?
to know?
What's your favorite flavor? I'm like, but yeah, I think this deck, a lot of people like kind of lost their shit a bit. Like when this edition came out, people got really heated and really wanted this deck.
But isn't it cheap now? It's like US Game has it.
It's cheap, whereas this was like, I believe this was like 75.
No, it was like 60.
I got it on pre-order from Kickstarter, is what I'm talking about. The Kickstarter pre-order. Now it's 50. So it is cheaper. But for mass market, it's like people are like $50 for mass market. And I'm like,
wait, US Game is selling it for $50?
With the linen cardstock, it's very similar. It's just, and I think a big book as well, like a bigger book. But
okay, your tarot community of tarot is getting that's a no. That is a strong
here's the
no for
thing.
me now.
Here's the thing. People are saying all mass market decks are like costing that now, and I'm like, let me go on Barnes and Noble, Llewellyn, US Games, what other website, and see the prices of the decks right now. And most are, other than the Fyodor Pavlov that's now mass market going for 50, they're usually like 25 around
Yeah, it's
there
like
to
$30.
$30.
Yeah.
It's not, it's still quite a bit of money, you know. But yeah. But yeah, I agree. 55 is, for mass market, it is pretty up there. And I think it's because the linen cardstock. US Games has never done linen cardstock. And I think those are usually, for this size, I think they get that ups it a bit because it hasn't been, not a lot of decks have been produced that. I'm trying to rationalize. I'm not trying to make an excuse here. I'm trying to rationalize that.
Okay, well, let's do a reading because I have to get going because I have an early day tomorrow and I need my beauty rest because I'm so busy. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll try and do a more in-depth live stream on the drama.
No, don't do it. Just do you, girl. Just do what
I kind of want to, just to have a more focused one.
You should. Like I kind of learned that it is what it is.
It's like you get exhausted after a while. It's like, oh,
you got caught up in the ooh, and then you're like, ugh.
Well, eventually the oohs and the ahs, like, just you realize like, oh, but I've already seen that.
Yeah.
This person did the same thing already. I'm bored. Derivative.
Oh, look at my double chin.
Where? What? Where? Oh, after you like invert your chin into your body.
Thank you.
At the moment with tarot decks coming out, I feel like Danny DeVito in that scene in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where he's at the art studio.
You know, there's a Godfather tarot
derivative,
like from the movie.
There's a Buffy the Vampire set, like all the like fandom decks with like zero effort put into them. A Hocus Pocus tarot. one movie, and you're gonna get a whole 78.
And I oop.
Bullshit.
Okay, I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna ask my spirit and draw a card for you. Should we do a reading for each other?
I guess yeah.
Yeah. I'll just draw a card concerning about you. So that's one. And then I will do we'll do our fave, the controversial.
Did you no wait, since you've been out, did you hear, well, did you see his channel's gone?
Oh,
he deleted it
altogether.
I'm a little sad. I'm like, what? It's gone.
Where is he?
Google, look it up. You look, type his name, type in Papa Squirrel has left YouTube.
What about everything else?
I don't know. What do you mean everything else? Like
social media?
I'm not sure. Probably his social media might be up, but I'm not sure what his other socials are. But
wow, maybe wait, who? What?
Yeah, Papa Squirrel left. Remember when he like so?
Yes, I remember, like the most.
Yes, you remember. I'm talking to Ben. I'm like more talking to Benavelle in the chat.
Like the most hated deck or whatever, right?
It's overrated.
Yes.
And I'm like, I see that opinion, but it was never that serious.
He's done with tarot.
Who? Like in general? What's the tea? Now, Moonstar, do you have the tea on it? Like now we're gonna invite her onto the chat.
Yes, after I leave, Moonstar will come on.
Oh, Liminal Lark says, I noticed that too, Zach. I think he's gone from IG too.
I have a Papa Squirrel coffee mug. Well, now it's out of print.
Now it's a collector's item.
It's a collector's item. Congratulations, Benabelle.
I'm like, wow. I'm like, he was really he really put in a lot of work into his channel.
Yes,
it's quite important. I'm like, I wish when he did, I wish he didn't and then he disappeared. I thought he was gonna still upload. He was still uploading after that for a while.
Who knows? Okay, this is your message. What is your question? Do you have a question?
I don't really have a question.
Okay, so general reading. It's the Father of Cup.
You got the Five of Cups.
Oh, a Winsome Illusion?
I guess so. It's kind of like, yeah, it's the Lord of Disappointment. Blended pleasure is what they call it.
Well, I am closing a show, so that is the Three of Cups in the front, and then but I'm moving.
But you move on to the next thing.
The next project.
That's great. Yeah.
Timely. Five of Cups. Very good. So, Father of Cups. So I don't know. You're gonna find a boyfriend soon or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna find a what?
A boyfriend or something. I don't know.
I do have a. You know, I have a. Do you not know I have a boyfriend?
You have a boyfriend now?
Yes, I do.
When? Who? What? When?
I know. Who'd want to date this?
When was that?
Back in October.
This October? So you have been dating for like 5-6 months now? No public appearance?
No. He's been in my chats. He's chatted a few, like once or twice.
In the chat, but not on your channel.
Not on here. Not on here, no.
So when are we going to see him?
Hopefully never. I'm just kidding. I'm like, no, you guys don't deserve. No. Not maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Where do you find him?
If I can.
Grindr?
It's a I can't. I don't. What?
It's Grindr, isn't it?
Technically.
The scandal. Is he a polar bear?
He's not a bear. There was a guy I messaged that was named, his name was Polar Bear on there.
Stand up for yourself and speak your truth.
Respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to outcome. That's for Mixtress Ray, I think. And
you're gonna do that tea live, and then you should just do it.
Yeah. But let's first of all back to Papa Squirrel. I'm trying to see the chat for anything on Papa Squirrel. RIP Papa Squirrel channel. Not Toadstool Tarot. Bad Toadstool Tarot.
Oh, that is why you disappeared for a while. Zach is not a virgin anymore. All grown up.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, you better send me you better send me his picture, and then I'll judge him. Thank you.
I will. What, like, wait, where can I reach out to you? Are you still on Signal, or are you on WhatsApp or
Yeah,
Instagram?
I'm on Signal. I'm on
on all
IG,
the socials.
girl.
Okay.
Famous. Thank you.
Okay.
So popular. It's not even funny.
Let's see. Okay. But yeah, I'll say his first name then.
Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, the moment has come for him to lip sync for his life, and the song is, what is his name?
George.
Oh, that's a good name.
I'm just kidding. It's not George. I was gonna do the Brady Bunch joke. George Glass. I didn't know there was a George Glass in our school.
Ew, gross. What is his name?
Evan.
The Evan?
Well, Evan.
The Evan that we know?
I don't...
Remember that Evan?
I don't. Evan,
the guy that always come to like Thirsty Tarot or whatever. Evan.
There was?
Yes.
That was his name. Well, it's not him.
And what is his sign?
He's an Aquarius.
Crazy people.
Yeah. Wait.
That's basically half of me. Crazy.
And Virgo, Moon, and Rising.
Aquarius and an Aries. So he's just gonna fan your fire. So you're gonna be burned alive. Oh, not a
passionate blaze.
That's right, Weaver. Lord have mercy.
Aquarius. No.
That is gonna be crash and burn.
Oh, and what about it?
Nothing.
About it? I mean, it hasn't happened yet. 6 months. So.
Did I smell that? What does that smell? Is that my pussy burning? I love her. She's gonna be in Omaha on Monday. Next Monday. Anitra.
Okay.
And I kind of want to see her. I love her.
I've been behind on drag.
Oh, it's so good. I'll send you the video. Okay. You have seen the video.
I believe I've seen it.
On.
I'm sure I know it, but yeah.
You better.
He has a deck. He's not as into it as I am.
Does he know that you're famous on YouTube?
He's seen my channel, but I'm not famous on YouTube.
He's seen your channel. That's famous. Oh my god! I'm gonna write that play right now.
Wait,
I'm gonna write a play.
I'm like, hold on. I'm trying to fix my camera. It's all blurry.
I'm gonna write a play about two YouTubers fall in love and all that. I already wrote that play. Never mind.
I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, didn't you? Like,
I did wrote that play.
And I still want to know how it ends.
There will be a live performance sooner or later.
Well, let's hope sooner. Rather than later. Hold on. Of course, Miss Pickles wants to go outside.
Okay, now you go outside and I'm gonna leave so that I can do my facial and go to bed.
Do your
start your... This is kind of fun. I kind of miss this.
I know. I'm like once I like I was like I was going to the bathroom getting ready to go live, and I was like should I? Oh, fuck it, we'll do it. And I just here we are now, an hour and a half later.
The universe has brought us back together.
Yes, it has.
And then Evan is gonna be right here,
In the
replacing my
middle.
face.
No, he's not.
Then you're gonna do like the boyfriend tag. You're gonna do like hashtag. So how do we meet? And then like you're guessing like the favorite color.
The thing is, he would if he wanted to do that. I'm like, he would lie, but I would low-key tell the truth.
Oh jeez.
Oh, pickles. What are you? You okay?
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Okay,
Bye,
you
everyone.
go. Start your 10-hour facial routine.
Thank you. Remember to subscribe to my channel, even though I
Yes.
don't do YouTube anymore, but subscribe anyway, because it's just, just subscribe it. Like, who cares?
Sure.
I also lost my, what is it? It's not monetizing anymore.
Oh yeah, because you've been off of it so long. I'm like, I should get on it real quick. Is this monetized? It's not monetized.
So I need to start doing it again so that I can get monetization. Not that I gain 12 cents from monetizing or whatever.
It's so little. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Why I love you. I am now a fan. Girl, just watch all my video and you'll be like, he's crazy. I have to subscribe to him because he's crazy.
You truly are probably one of the more entertaining tarot tubers out there. Like a lot of people kind of take it a little too seriously, and I'm like, where's the fun? Where's the fresh air?
I am a very serious tarot reader. Do not even go for me.
I'm sorry. If this live stream was anything to go off of that.
Thank you. You can like literally tell that I'm legit. Like I study from Miss Cleo. $9.99 a minute. Like expensive.
Hold on, I got it.
Thank you.
Gosh.
Or thank you. Okay, bye. Yeah. Okay, now that he's gone. Oh, thank God that he's gone. Now I can hijack that channel. Oh, hey, bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, now it's gonna get a little boring again, but here we are. I'm like, so yeah, that was a very rough rundown. I think a lot of people did better jobs discussing and putting in their 2 cents on the topic at hand, of the tarot community. I'm just like, it seems to come up every now and then. The drama of the buying and collecting and all that. So yeah, buy why. Hello, Ren. Let's see who else is here. God, I woke up early for this. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about the time change. I always forget. It's very American. It's very American of me. Do we still get to tease you? Tease me? I guess you can. I won't like. I want to fix my hair. Hold on. There we go. Perfect. I guess you can. That's content, isn't it? But yeah, I think a lot of. I mean, you get videos from every year, like Groundhog's Day. True, but I will like. But the thing is that some of those videos on the tarot community weren't really even about the tarot community, really. And they kind of use that as like a block to kind of hide behind the real issue or problem at hand. Let's see, when are we meeting the new boo? Ha ha ha. I'm like, I don't know, it's up to him if he would like to be on my channel. I'm not very like, Well, that's the thing. I can be quite open, but there's just those weird things, those certain things that I'm just not like. Be like, yeah, I can totally put that on my channel, and yeah, but I'm like, if he wants to, sure, and I'm not like itching to do it. But I think that's just in general. I'm not really itching to do YouTube right now. No, I do, but I'm really more like working on the behind the scenes stuff, really, rather than doing any random thing. So yeah, which again, one of the things, to bring it back to the topic at hand, one of the things I wanted to talk about uh in a future live stream, I did a few, which I'm very happy with, of talking about general topics focusing on the tarot, or in tangent with the tarot. And one of them that I wanted to do was like masculinity and patriarchy, I guess patriarchy as well, and in the tarot, or with the tarot, approach to tarot, uh and a patriarchal view on tarot or something, and discuss that, and which would touch into feminism as well, uh and also, but another one that came up after that was the one that I was like kind of like looking a little bit into and trying to gather my thoughts on for quite a while, that I thought, I feel like I'm not suited for this. But another one was, and also one that I'm not suited up for, was, was classism in the tarot, and how it's even depicted in the tarot. So yeah, hello Anthony. uh so yeah, and then like lo and behold, I see Source's video, and then I see Mixtress Ray's video, and I'm like, oh my god. And so I was thinking of that, because I think I was like thinking of like privilege, and like the 5 of discs and the 10 of it, like all the discs cards and the material wealth there, and like how it's how it can be almost easily spiritually bypassing of economic struggles for people. So yeah, free reading is not closed, because the we kind of brushed over the talk, but I mean, like, I'm kind of now rambling, and just, rather than doing readings. But sure, free reading is not closed, but I'm like, I also want to chat. I also, yeah, that's, yeah. Yeah, so tapa. Yeah. Face red, heart shape. I don't know. Oh, it's one of the emojis. It's not popping up on there. Yeah. What would you replace discs with? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm talking about is the depictions of poverty and labor and wealth in the tarot, and how that is depicted in there is what I'm more talking about. The discs can be the discs, because the earth is more than just physical, monetary. It's property, and it's what you own, but it's also your body and your as well. So yeah. So yeah, I'm like, wait, like a part of me wants to continue rambling on that, but then I'm like, another part of me is like, no, I should get back to the reading. And if I get back to the readings, that means I gotta edit the title again. I'm gonna edit it one last time. Wait, no, it looks weird now. I don't know. Let me see. It's gonna get weird. Give me a second here. Let me see. Does it change on here? No, it's still the same. I wish it could change. Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah. Anyways. Okay, yeah, I guess it didn't change it. I thought it would. I thought it changed the title of the live stream, but I guess I gotta change it. Maybe I can change it here. I'm like, I should change. I shouldn't do this right now. It's very unprofessional. But here we are. You're not here for professionalism. I'm telling you that right now. Where is that symbol? Is it you? No. Jesus. Here it is. We're gonna leave it at that. Let's see if we can save it. There we go. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, it still says free lives. Yeah, I saw that now. I was like, I tried to change it from here. I thought I could, but I guess not. Maybe because I scheduled it. I don't know. I'm not an expert. But yeah, okay. We'll do a round of free readings. So yeah, anybody that wants a free reading, wait in line. Get ready for the guess the numbers game. We guess the number. Whoever gets the number gets the reading. Okay, let's go. I just refreshed and now it says free live tarot readings and talking about the tarot community with. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's a much better. Thank you, Toadstool. Yeah, I went to YouTube directly and changed it, and I was able to change it there. Thank you, Toadstool. Yeah, anybody that wants a reading, go ahead and guess. I got the card. I have the number. I guess. No, so far no. So yeah, it's a lot of topics at hand that I would like to go into. Just wanting to do other things and focusing on and trying to get my thoughts together on it. It's yeah. 2 of discs. V for V. We're just gonna call you V. 56. No, that's too high. Liminal like 23. But V for got it. V for vendetta. What's your question, V? Tooting the tarot with tigers of pens. I'm like, I'm just here trying to vibe. I'm like, it was meant for you. I'm like, yeah, Toadstool got one. I feel like my readings have been a little mid, but it's a good thing they're free. I'm like, I've definitely been off of readings. That being said, though, I did do readings actually more in person with family members and friends, like quite a few recently. So, which I'm like, maybe it's time, but it's like, yeah. Anyways, okay. Lost your job yesterday. Applied to Blue Link in Prague. Finally moved there. Well, I get the job to have my visa and move to Prague before the year ends. I'm Valentina. Oh yeah, Valentina. Yes, I'm like your icon looked familiar. Valentina. I'm like, it's very fitting you got the 2 of discs, which is like definitely that like you've lifted the nope, we're not gonna do that. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I hate doing that. I was gonna go into a way of reading that I was like, no. But it's definitely a time of transition and shifting changes here. In this deck, it's and definitely with again the 2 of discs, focusing on work and money and all that. So yeah, definitely a good sign and fitting for the topic here. Let's see what deck to use for you. I kind of want to go classic Rider-Waite-Smith. They do look like yours. They're but they're like, they look like eels actually. I'm like, I think they're supposed to be like snakes or eels. Sea serpents. But it is that like cause and effect. One gear turns, another thing moves, And like, you lose your job, you apply to a new one that makes you move to a new place. This is definitely, the 2 of discs is viewed quite a bit like that, especially decanically, I believe. With as the first decan of Capricorn. What is it? No, it's Jupiter in Capricorn. Yes. This is, and I will say, Valentina, this is a yes, no question. Which I'm like, we'll see. I mean, like, hopefully you do get the job. Yeah, one door. Oh my god. All the twos. All the twos. Look at this. Oh, you can't search for hashtags anymore. What do you mean? I missed the good and thought-provoking tarot discussions. The algorithm only suggests the videos from the other Tarotube. What do they think? What are they thinking about you? Oh, those, yeah. Those like pick a card readings or something. Yeah, the algorithm is very unfriendly to the type of content we do. But anyways, I'll talk about that after I do Valentina's reading. Look at this. I'm like, how fitting. It seems to be very much. I'm like, it seems, yeah, it seems to be very fitting to your situation. It's like it's oh, wrong one. This was a great job relationship I had. Oh no, it ended. But you know what? It's time to move on to the next one. It's time to move on, you know? Yeah, 5 of Cups, definitely that. Well, I mean, you were upset yesterday, right? I'm like, I think that's what this kind of, yeah. Yesterday I was so sad, so goddamn sad, but now I feel it. Now I feel it was necessary, and that seems like this. Oh gosh, I got something in my eye. I think it was like either hair gel or oil in my eye, but yeah. Um, and then you also have at the bottom of the deck, you have Justice. What were we saying? Cause and effect. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. We'll log on for the subsequent tarot community chat. Yes, hopefully there will be one another in the future. Hopefully soon. Bye, Benabel. Let's see. I felt like such a failure. Yeah, but I'm not like, I was about to be like, well, why did you even lose your job? Like, what, did you get fired from your job or something? But I'm like, no, don't get into that. Like, you don't have to share that because this is the internet and this shit can be public. So again, if you never know who's watching, you never know who's watching. So yeah. But yeah, the Justice card seems to be very much that, like, again, one, as Toadstool says, yeah, one door closes, another opens, and that's very much like the balance here. You know, you lose a job, you're bound to get another one. You know, they didn't renew my contract. Oh no. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I hope you get this new job. I think you will. The great opportunities there. It's though I'm taking it as a good sign, but it does seem a bit too open. it seems that it seems to be wanting to say like, you will get a new job, whether it's this one. I hope not. I think you got. I would like a better card would be for this rather than this one would be better. Like maybe the three of wands or yeah. Do you think I will make it with this new job? I'm like again, we'd have to see if you get it. So I think it's positive. I think it might be also hinting then, if we're gonna take it that way, then I think it might be hinting to also look to other jobs. You know, apply as well to other jobs as well. Don't just put all your eggs in one basket. You know, do multiples. I think. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, if you're, yeah, but I think you should. I think you should keep this mindset though. Do you think I will make it with this new job? That right there, you're already saying it like you already are, like you are getting the job. You know, you should have that with most of them. Yeah. I think. I'm working on it. I have a plan B though, but this is my plan. This is my main plan. Yeah, I'm like good. Yeah, I'm like yeah. It seems so. It's a good thing you have that plan B. Then I was like maybe I'm like okay good. I'd probably pull a fourth card. I'm like that's what I got. I'm like I wish I had the mindset to pull a fourth, but I'm like no, I do the 3 and then the bottom of the deck. That's what I do. Uh, yeah. You're welcome, V. I do want to start doing more set spreads. I kind of want to try that out more because usually I've just been very free flow, do it. But I'm like, you know what? Let's do specific spreads here. Maybe start doing the Celtic Cross, but that's quite a bit of cards for like live readings. But though that would kind of give a good long time per each reading, maybe because yeah, and that would help me get more in tune with like get used to reading larger spreads. I feel really out of place without working, but I hope it doesn't last that much. Yeah, I'm sure. I think you're gonna get it. That makes sense with like the 2 of discs and the 2 of wands. There seems to be a looseness again. I'm like I hate to say it. I don't like to because this is the card that is relevant. I feel. But the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith image really is that like you're on one foot and you don't know where to set the other foot down. Kind of, let's see. So you don't feel stable yet. Of course, it's probably going to be at the bottom. Oh no, here it is. Yeah, this is the Rider-Waite-Smith take with 1 foot up and looking as to where to put it down. So yeah. And we've been on for 2 hours. I think we're gonna call it a night here. Yeah, she had the 2 of cups, the 2 of wands, and the 2 of death. I'm like, she just needed the 2 of swords, which could have been like justice, lack of balance there. Libra Justice's connection to the 2 of swords. So yeah. Basic 3 cards. What do I need to see? What am I missing? Possible outcome. Oh, I like that one. I'm like, have I seen that one before? I'm like, it sounds very new to me. I'm gonna try this one because I feel like that's a good general enough, but not restricted to past, present, future, and like, yeah, I like that. Like, what do I need to see? Well, I will say though, what do I need to see, and what am I missing? Kind of seem to be the similar position meanings. I think they sound kind of very samey, but yeah, for some reason to me they seem to be the same. Yeah, not why calling me a boomer for my earbuds. I'm like, come on. Like they're secured, they're stable. So yeah. I'm just seeing the cars. I'm like, who's out there? But yeah, let's see. Should we do another round? Another round of free live readings? Yes, I think so. I think we'll round it off with one more because it has been a 2-hour live stream. We'll see. Lots of discs I'm pulling. Oh, thank you, Toadstool Tarot. Like, yeah, I've been pulling a lot of discs though while people guess the number. Yesterday I pulled a card. I've been using that little card stand that I had of finally setting cards on it. And I got the 8 of discs, and then today I got the 10 of discs. And I'm like, okay, here we go. But yeah, I'm like right now with Valentina it was 2. So far no one's had it. People are going quite high here. I'm like, let me make sure. I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, no, not one. And remember, you guys can guess multiple times. Oh. The 8 of discs for Anthony. Oh, I'm like, is this see-through? You kind of can see through it, but it's not too noticeable as to what card you have. Let's see. So, Anthony asks, what changes are coming to my life in the near future? Let's see. Typical future type reading. What to use? What are we going to use? What to use with Anthony? I'm like, nothing's quite giving. What are coming in my life in the future? Nothing big changes in my life for like more than a year. Let me see. Give me a second here while I look at my decks to see what to get. What are we gonna use? What are we gonna get? What are we using here? What to use? What's the right one? What feels right today? All these decks, and yet, you know what? Because we haven't used her for a hot minute. Let's see if it'll show. Shadowscapes. I'm like, something just seemed right for this one, even though it is just a Rider-Waite Smith. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Huh. It seems to me that like some of the cards are saying like a stunted beginning almost. We have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. And I only bring that up because you have the 10 of discs, the 10 of pentacles, at the the last card in most cases, the last in the order, the most earthiest and the most at the end of the suit cycle, the elemental cycle of going from fire, it goes to fire to earth, fire being the first, earth the last in a way, but then it kind of starts again. We're not going to get into it, but point is that there's that beginning and end there. So it seems that something quite big is coming, but it's like stunted for some reason. That's just because of the ace being at the bottom of the deck. Somehow it's stunted, somehow it's being blocked by what, I don't know. That I'm not sure. I think that's something that you got to kind of focus on, work on there. But on the other cards that you got, you have the King of Swords. I'd love to see it if my camera will focus on him. Oh, it kind of focused there. Kind of got him at the end. And then we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords always likes to show up here. I just noticed there's so many like little details in here. There's quite a tenderness to this one. I almost thought it's the Queen, but no, it's the Page. Taurus Aries. Is it like a cusp, or is that like your sun and moon, or rising, or what is that? I'm like, well, here's the thing. Everybody has Taurus Aries. Like, I have a Mercury in Taurus and my sun in Aries, at least in Western astrology. But yeah, but to me, the king to the page, it seems to be like the learned expert and the teacher or the philosopher of some sorts, with the King of Swords versus the student, the page. So it's kind of giving that the teacher has become the student. So it seems that it's kind of like maybe hinting that you're gonna have to start from square one and get ready to become a student once more. Some lessons need to be learned, some skills must be learned, I think. It seems to be indicating that with the king and the page there. Something like that. A teacher student type situation there. Perhaps that's another interpretation that could be had there. Yeah. And probably in focus of work if we're reading the Eight of Discs as traditional here. So yeah, that's all I got to say on that. I'm like, this is, here we go. The silence. It started. The dead air. So yeah. Oh. You are finding a job. There you there you go. There you go. I'm like, that's very good. Yeah. Face blue, smiling. Everything stand in my life now. Wait, what? I don't know. I'm like trying to read the chat here. Oh, no, don't want that. Go away. I think that's it. I'm like the tiredness is hitting me now. Oh, okay. You see, Lady Night caught on to that. Is that what you mean, standing still? I love that. If everything's standing still, then you have to move then. I like that. I like that. How's the weather there? It's like warming up and it's nice for now. So hopefully we have like a few more weeks of this nice warmth, but not like overbearing heat that we usually get. But I know it's the heat is coming and I'm dreading it. I'm like I just want a chill time. Oh God, really? I feel like that's not right. That can't be right. New snow in Minnesota. No. I'm like, but I guess it depends on elevation, but it is. I'm like, it's not California, but yeah, I'm like, damn. Hopefully the rain chills. But yeah, anyways. Oh, sorry, Mamta, I believe that's how you pronounce that. Sorry, but readings are closed. I'm like, hold on. I'm like, which banner to put on here? I'm like, I kind of want to do this one, I think. No, I'm like, free readings are closed. There we go. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, we're done here. Even though I did like what 3, I'm like, I've been on for like 2 hours, so yeah, I'm like kind of detracted with other content during this live stream. Oh gosh, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Where are you at? I'm like, I know it got warm today, really warm. Like I was in shorts and shirt sleeve, and I was like, oof. Wow. So I also I think earlier in the stream, I kind of felt myself sweating a bit. I was like, eugh. So yeah, I'm here for the tea. I'm like, I think I'll do another live stream tomorrow and spill the tea then, maybe. No, tomorrow I don't think I'll be able to. No tea tomorrow. No, then we got to do it tonight. Then we're doing it tonight. Then we're gonna do boom. The library is open. No, that's an old one. That's one to kind of throw back to that. But no. I kind of feel the tiredness coming. So I think we're gonna sign off here. As much as I would love to talk about the tea, I kind of did a brief overview of it. And I think I would have to. Maybe I'll try my hand at a pre-recorded video, or maybe I will do a quick live stream tomorrow, maybe if I can sometime later, if I have time. We'll see. Because it is a pertinent one. Maybe I will discuss if that's the case, then I'd have to do it another day. Another day then. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, and it was good coming on here and going live again. Not to say that I miss it or anything, but it was I'm like, yeah, it was nice. I'm like, yeah, it's like home almost. It's like a part of a home. I can't describe it. But yeah, yeah, that's what that's all I got there. If I do go live and I do put in my 2 cents on the for the on the tea, it would be again discussing classism in the tarot, and seeing that. So yeah, that would probably, but again, I'd have to really focus on what I have to say. Yeah, because we're a community. Here's the thing: it's like we are, but we aren't. It's like what we think the community is that it's what is. I've said some very. I've had my insightful moments on discussing what the community is, in past long past live streams during several tarot dramas, and it's yeah Tarotube drama I should say, but yeah, that idea of community, I think we have to really like again. That's the thing. We have to learn the different boundaries of friends, online friends, and not confuse them with family, and not confuse community with family. Um, so yeah, we're all different TV channels on a wide network. Some of us aren't even considering this like a TV channel. Like again, like I said about Mixtress Ray. Oh, now we're getting into it about Mixtress Lady Night. You're getting me into it. What I said about Mixtress Ray's video is that I feel like it was like a personal vlog, and she was venting. Like I think she did not. She had like zero intention of getting the views, which kind of annoyed me when I saw. And it always annoys me when people say, well, glad you got your clicks or something like that. And glad like essentially like people bring this up for attention, and it's like no. There are those channels out there. You will be surprised, but I always say though, this might be me projecting as well, is that you don't come to Tarotube for views and big money. You do other stuff for that. You do I don't know. Oh gosh, what would be? You do something else other than something as niche as tarot, which is growing but not like that. Like yeah. Evan. He's here. I'm like, it's late. Should I continue talking about it? I'm going to continue talking about it. Yeah. I'm going to continue talking about it. Yeah, no. If I'm not going to do it tomorrow, then let's get through this then. We're going to do a late night chat. It's only 10 o'clock. If we're going to do that, then we're going to continue. We're going to let me then close this. I gotta change the channel. I gotta not the channel name. Let's go back here. Because yeah. There we go. I'm like, we'll save it. I'll do a better live stream name on there, but yeah. And we'll save this for the end. I'm really like, I'll see if I can do an edit of this live stream, and I can upload a clip of this clip part here if we're going to talk about this here, because I don't like shoving this at the very end of a very long live stream of where I do readings and I talk about other stuff. But yeah, if you want numbers, you do political or social commentary or beauty. Yeah, you want numbers, you do other stuff. You do something that more people are going to get on there. You do comedy videos, you do entertainment, you do gaming, you do political stuff or social commentary, all that. Yeah. So yeah, sorry Latoya, I'm not doing readings right now. I'm talking about Tarotube drama. You've been here the whole time. Stop. The influencer thing is very limited on Tarotube. There isn't much money in it, if any. That's what I'm saying. But but I do agree with Mixtress Ray's comment on, like, you know what, there is a bit of influence of that, but not in the sense of an influencer like we see a more common popular influencer. Technically, yeah, even I'm an influencer as well, but not on the level of an influencer. Like, an influencer is intentionally paid and doing the work of promoting a product, really, or a trend that involves a product, more like, you know, for people to spend money on. And yeah, yeah, but really, you don't really see that in tarot. Papa Squirrel, speaking of, Papa Squirrel tried to do that, and Papa Squirrel now lost his channel, or not lost his channel, but deleted his channel, which I'm like, I'm a bit sad. I'm like, I saw he put in so much work into that, and yet to delete everything, why? You know, influencers pushing tarot decks. I don't think so. No, wait. I'm like, not intentionally. I don't think they're consciously doing it. Any tarot tuber doing that, which I think we need to change that mindset. If you are going to be getting decks for review for free, you got to kind of think of it like, yeah, you are an advertiser and promoting this deck, and you're an infomercial for this deck, or commercial for this deck. You know, that's what it is. Because here's, let's be honest, I don't think anybody on Tarotube is getting a deck they don't like for free on you on for to do a video on YouTube about it. Most of the time we get the decks that we want to get, and because if we did, we wouldn't really care to do a flip through of it, and we'd be very bored, and we wouldn't really say much on it if we did that. We could, but I guess in terms of only keeping it to the quality of the production, then yeah, you would have then you would have a good, be like, yeah, the cardstock's good, this, that, whatever. You wouldn't have the ritual tarot falling apart. You'd be like, I have this, like, let's see how it shuffles. You shuffle it once, oh, it fell apart. Okay, there we go. It's, oh no, it's not worth the $90. And I'm like, but again, I still want to see. I want to see the receipts on this. Of this. I need to see the footage. I need to see, like, pics, or it didn't happen, of this deck. Not to be like, oh, it didn't happen. Like, no. I believe it. It did happen. I want to see it. I want to see it in action. And if anyone wants clicks, they do show and tell without the tell. And here's the thing, and this is the thing, I haven't really seen I haven't seen walkthroughs. I haven't watched walkthroughs recently of decks, of you know, I don't do that anymore. I used to, and now I don't. I'm like, I think it's because I now know what quality to expect from certain, at least publishers, at least like US games. But like indie decks, obviously, yeah. Like, I'm not I believe I knew that this was gonna be linen cardstock and gilded edges, but I didn't know it was gonna be like really pretty decent cardstock. Not pretty decent, it's actually a pretty good cardstock. It's really good. I feel comfortable shuffling it. Like, yeah. Yeah, and it's usually, I mean, I feel I don't know how to describe it, but it's more like I can see the images online, I guess. And I think I want the surprise now. I think I want that personal surprise of going through it and seeing what I see here, of, which is what I did. Like, I didn't know this is what the Emperor looked like for this deck. And I was, and that really feeds, which I think is what's telling when I hear people ask the question of, if there's one card that you don't like about it, do you not get the deck? Or what the deal breaker cards for me. I'm like, I always found that strange. I don't know, like an off, a little bit immature, but also like kind of annoying. But anyways, we're kind of getting off the topic here. I'm like, oh, that's a good question though too. Will my husband accept me for living away from him since 6 months? I mean, he kind of already has since it's been 6 months, but readings are closed. Um, but I think the main issue is like, or one issue that was talked about is, again, the tarot collectors who are lower class, lower income, and that to me, it's like I think they like anything that like anybody that's more privileged says to them to try and tell them to like just be able to get the decks that they want. It's like, you don't think they know that? Like when Sylvan said just save money, I'm like, you don't think they I'm like, you don't think, like what, you don't think they tried, or they don't, I like, it's sort of like telling a depressed person just try and be happy, or trying a person with crippling anxiety to relax. It's kind of like that, you know it's kind of in that same vein. And I'm like, hmm. And another thing is that Sorsha also brought up the best point, is that you know the communication isn't the same that we're used to, um, that we know what you're saying. And again, I don't think Mixus Ray was really trying to reach out to thousands of viewers, which even then, even my most viewed video doesn't have that many comments on it. That this topic really got some people heated. Like, it got people wanting to say something. Like, it brought interaction, I think, more than anything I've ever seen, I think. Yeah. I'm like, I wouldn't say she was like whining like that. I think she was like, I think she was more, I'd say more she was lamenting. You know what I mean? Of, and I think it wasn't, I think she wasn't saying it for people to come in and give her solutions. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Uh, so I guess in a way she was whining, but not, to me, not like that. But yeah, I'm not sure what the debate is about. If you're coming into a spend happy community of collectors, then why are you complaining about it? Maybe it is not the ideal community for you. It's, I'm like, that, I think that might be the crux of it, maybe, of, again, it is a spend happy community. It is a community of, well, I hate to say it, the community of uh of people that encourage the acquirement. I don't know how to say it. The consumption of decks, of very much like, you have all of these, let's get, of consuming a lot and then spending a lot. It's a lot of that, or not consuming a lot, spending a lot, but more like releasing a lot. I'm like, well, we have to be clear as to what we're saying here. I saw quite a few people throw the words jealousy and envy around a lot, and I think and those are quite different. They're not the same, uh, because uh, jealousy is jealousy is defensive versus envy being offensive. uh I think specifically it's more a bit of jealousy. I've felt that a bit at times when I see people get the Tarot of Delphi when I didn't have it, and I was like, ah. But I don't get it with every single deck, mainly because it's like most decks to me are quite achievable, I think. But yeah, I'm like, we want what we can't have or afford. It's it's like, hmm, how do I go about this? It's like essentially like you I think that might be a bit of a misconception. The wanting what we can't have or afford. Those things look nice and they seem nice, they seem cool, but if I'd have it, yeah, that'd be nice. But I think for the most part, what we should be talking about is like people just wanting to be able to have the bills paid and, a place to live and food to eat, things like that. But we're getting into a little different territory there, bigger picture there. Because again, these are, I think Sylvan said it best when it's like, yeah, it's like we want these things and we can have these things that we want, but we don't need. I don't need that, like two shelves, those two long ass shelves, uh the two on top of each other. No, three technically. Three, but I'm gonna say these two right here have the most decks. Those two shelves full of decks. I don't need that, you know. Um but if there are those decks that like you really want, like I ain't gonna blame you if you get the little treat to treat yourself what you want, Should I have paid the amount that I paid for my Tarot of Delphi? Probably not. At the time of this financial situation that I was in. Because it was very because again, but I was very lucky to be able to, because honestly all I had was, it was really just allowance money. I didn't have to pay for bills or anything like that. Not like not like Mistress Ray, who actually has to pay for gas and bills and all that and groceries and all that. I don't have to worry so much about that because of my living situation. So yeah. But yeah, she kept so on this part here, she kept justifying begging for decks because she is an influencer, but she is lucky if she gets 300 views on a video. I'm like, that's the thing. It's like she is a minimal influencer. Even like I'm like, I kind of see where she's coming at that, but I don't think she was justifying so much as she was saying like deck quality production or deck production has gone to the point to where it's kind of leaving the lower income readers behind, and I think we're kind of forgetting that. We're kind of saying everyone's a collector like this and doing that, and it's like, no, there are those people that maybe like to have a good, I like to cycle through their decks and are more like, and are able to not grab and hold on. Not the alarm going off right now, scaring the shit out of me. um that and now I lost focus of where I was going with this. But I don't think she was so much begging for decks, because I've asked creators for decks for review and I've didn't really get any. And the ones that did, there have been deck creators that have reached out to me, very few, every now and then. But I'm like, I'm not interested in those decks, which may seem a bit ungrateful, but really it's what I'm going at is that it's like I don't care about this deck enough to actually give a review on it. You know what I mean? And to actually do that. So, and it's like, this deck interests me and I want it, you know, so I'm going to get it, you know, I'm going to try and get my hands on it. So, you know, if like, I think I'm fully, and when she said that she emailed creators asking for decks for free or at a discount, I'm pretty sure she was like fully expecting these creators to say no. I'm pretty sure she, like, if I was in that mindset, I'd be like, yeah, I doubt this is gonna happen. If it happens, cool. But I don't think she was really necessarily saying everybody should do this or more tarot creators should be more generous. And it's like, no, not like that. I think more tarot creators should be focusing on maybe going the sort of like, I say the Baba Studio route because right now they do like different. Who else? The Taroteca Studio, I think is their name. They do different versions, you know, of their decks. So maybe they can do the maybe you can't, maybe creators could do two different versions, a more affordable one and then a much more luxurious one. Anathema Publishing does the same. They have a very nice hardcover edition of their books that comes out. Sorry, itchy eyebrow. Um, Very nice hardcover edition of their books that come out. Even an artisanal edition that there's only like 30 or 50 copies made of their books. And then after those are sold out, they make paperbacks that are like much more affordable. And those stay in print, but those other ones are much more limited. And yeah, so that I think should be considered. I think Blood Moon did that with like the different boxes. But again, you could also do like, maybe we don't need the gilding. That's luxury there. We don't need that. Linen cardstock, I think that's kind of a luxury, but I think that should be standard. It's a pretty good cardstock and it's a good quality, but it is quite pricey. Fyodor Pavlov. I need to see the price on the Golden Tarot because that just turned to linen cardstock, and I'm not sure if the price went up on that compared to the old copy that it had, but I think that would be a much more fair thing to ask for other than that. But I think, you know what, if she does have a small channel, I think she has the right to, even if she does, you know, to ask for a review copy, you know. Anyways, the chat's going crazy and I've been like ranting on it, saying myself, but I'm just here. Let me make it clear here though that I do side with Mistress Ray on this, on what she's saying. I see what she's saying and I see how people misconstrued it. And but and again, to reiterate what quite a few people agree, kind of all said and pointed out, and she's like, yeah, I see what you mean. And yeah, is, you know, the paying artists for their work. But really, if that was the case, then y'all would really see, like, if we really wanted to pay that price, like, y'all wouldn't, y'all would go to the streets and riot for the if you saw those prices. The best example that I see is Dust to Onyx. Dust to Onyx first released her deck at $70, and she was not making enough money to compensate for her work on that deck. That was just covering the production cost, I think. I think she was in the red, I believe. I could be wrong. She wasn't she wasn't very, that deck wasn't paying her what she earned. And so she doubled the price of the deck. And at the time I was like, what is this? What is this? And then she explained it, and then I thought about it some more and I was like, okay. But yeah. You see, that right there, this is a whole, that right there. Sometimes I felt a part of wanting to fit in / going along with the group to consume, and felt guilt because I don't / can't. But that may be a different subject, FOMO and guilt. That is like that's a big one. Like, a lot of tarot collectors will say like, no, we're not doing that. It's like, no, it kind of is. No, you guys kind of do that. It's unintentional, but it's like, it's very much the, ooh, look what I got. you know, it's very much we fall into that a bit, and I've fallen into that at times as well. But then other times it's like, oh, it's mass market. I'm like, okay, I can wait on it. You know, like I don't have to get it right now. But those indie decks, that's where it's at. And those indie decks is where the real issue is, because those artists sometimes it's just them by themselves, or it's the creator and their team, and they have a small team. Like Baba Studios is a small team of artists, I believe, and creators working on that, on their products. And then we have Prisma Visions, I think, is another one where there is a team behind that, behind James Eads' work. So yeah, anyways, I'm like, yeah, it's this sentiment can be applied to every product category. I'm not so upset that other people drive a Porsche and I don't. Well, there's a difference though. You need a car. Well, at least where I live, you need a car. Uh, but you don't need a Porsche, but you do need four wheels that can run securely and even has AC as well. Like, God, my God, I believe AC is a human right. Um, but a tarot deck, yeah, sure, you don't need you don't need a Baba Studio deck. I'll say that. Uh, but anyway, even though I have like almost all of their decks. So yeah, keep that in mind. Let's see. I've experienced watching reviewers who act self-entitled about decks they're being given to review. Hey, nobody's throwing free decks in my direction. I have yet to see that. I'm like, I have yet to see that. But I think it's because I'm not there. Um, I don't think I'm at that place anymore of like, you know what? No, I don't want to do flip throughs anymore. I don't want to do walkthroughs and get the new deck to do a walkthrough. I'm like, I'm exhausted. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm like, I need something more. And yet, a lot of people have yet to, have yet to come to that sense of, yeah, I don't need that. Or I'm like, I'm looking at my decks. I'm like, I can really move this along, you know. But yeah, and it's that the FOMO or projection of it, maybe. Yeah, I'm looking at the chat now. I'm like, I'm not sure if Y has been vocal about it. I'm not sure how open, but he's the same thing with Y. And you saw how much he's bought on decks, how much he spent on decks, and that's very much that. What was I trying to do with that? I don't really feel like maybe I was, but what, I can't really pinpoint. It wasn't very clear because I was buying quite a lot, and now it's like, oh, it's the same, or it takes a while for me to realize something is unique and different. And this I like. I want my chair to go higher. I think I need to, because I feel like the chat's like kind of blocking my face. But Florence is cut off. So yeah, it's I'm yeah, I think a lot of people are are doing that though, feeling an emotional void and not realizing that it's like that work needs to be done. This is all, I think, shadow work. But a lot of people don't do it or know how to do it, and I have yet to actually start doing shadow work properly, but it's definitely, yeah, something. And this is really something that I think has been brewing in the background. It first showed up when my friend Lucy mentioned it a while back. I think we're talking in the same area, subject here of buying and collecting and overspending on decks or whatever. And this was like, and she called it money shadows that people have on that. And it's like, And I'm like, huh. I'm like, I need to talk to her about that again. I'm like, but yeah. Let's see. It felt to me like if I wasn't buying decks, the others were. I wasn't part of the club. I got over that. Good. I didn't felt that. I only did that in the sense of like this deck, for example. I was like, what's the hype all about? let me fine, let me check it out. And I got it. I'm like, okay, I get it, and I don't hate it. Okay. um I almost did that with the El Goliath, but I keep looking at the El Goliath and it annoys me. And that not only not only like because of the price on it, but also like the things that people were putting and the images on the cards themselves, although quite beautiful. I could never draw something like that, but it's like the images were on there that I was just like, they just like annoyed me. Anyways, yeah. But yeah, and this is where, and this right here, being part of the community and means you have to be buying decks, and that's where I'm like, where I kind of reach to the conclusion and the axiom saying, which really isn't a saying, but it seems to be kind of popping up in the background every now and then. But I'm like, let's put it in the forefront that buying decks, collecting tarot is not working with tarot. Okay, we know that. So like, if that's the case, then you don't like. So what if someone wants the deck for free? That doesn't sound right, but that's kind of where I'm getting at. Is yeah, I'm like, we're getting into tricky territory here, but we'll pick it apart slowly over this long night here. Then, there absolutely is, and that's how we get the inside edition decks. Do you want to buy more accessible decks, or do you want to buy a deck that is fantastic quality? Well, here's where I'm talking about. I'm like, are you talking about the quality of the depth of the images here? Or are you talking about the quality of the production quality? Again, this right here is really good production quality. Okay. So yeah. What else? What's another one? Fyodor Pavlov. That's good production quality. Ritual Tarot, not good production quality, which is nope. I almost said, I'm like, which is like, why are we doing eco decks if they're too but it's like, no, it's usually the inks that are being used are more eco-friendly, and the recycled paper, maybe, I believe, or the type of paper that's being used is really where it's more the manufacturing part, because the part of me is like, well, most decks usually stay out of landfills. What does go into the landfills are boxes and all that. So yeah. Oh my god. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Marigold has 2 versions. Yeah, and yeah, I believe Mixus Ray pointed that out. Yeah. And yeah, and it's like, you don't need that really nice one. Like Tabula Mundi released quite a few different versions. There's been a few different versions of the Tabula Mundi tarot. It's all right, Lady Knight. I'm like, they always come back. Yeah. But yeah. Anyways. Let's see. But yeah. Anyways, Nightsong Tarot did a good video talking about the sentiment of decks being an investment. Unless it's a hard to come by deck, it's just not. And even then, those hard to come by decks, if you're going to buy those hard to come by decks, they're really expensive. Tarot of Delphi, Baba Studios, really expensive. But I say with Baba Studios are the only ones because, and you have to be like on it and prepared and to get on it with the Baba Studio decks. But those are the only ones. And that's not very much a free market. you know? So yeah. It exactly. Yeah, you don't need all that. I'm like, it's like an intermix of all of that. You know, I'm all over the place here. Um, I'm like, for me, it's like I for me it's all of it, because to me it's the quality of the packaging, because it's structured and sturdy, and I'm able to use it, and I'm able to work with it, and it feels good in the hand, and it's all that's there. You can get that with quite not so expensive cards, like the Golden Wheel Tarot, US Games Tarot of the Golden Wheel. You know, that's, or Golden Wheel Tarot. I can't remember, but yeah. Um, and it's that's a good, and almost all the decks like that, pretty good quality, and I'm comfortable shuffling them and all that, and using them and working with them. That's another thing. When we get into the readability, that goes into the, well, again, it goes also into the quality. Like, what if the images are blurry and messed up, and they have scratches on them or something, or you can't really see the clear image, or it's not coming out how the artist intended. uh you know uh but in terms of like, if you vibe with it, I think it's more like you vibe with it or not. Like, you want to read with it, and you like the images, and the images work well with you. And you like the images there, and they read well in a way that's completely subjective, you know. um and that's that part, you know what I mean. Hmm. All right, good. Well, good morning, Moonstar. Yeah. Uh, but here, let's see. I would consider your Dior deck or whatever design. Yeah, it was your. That. I don't know. That was very much a collector's item. I don't read with it. It's right. You can't see it, but it's right. It's right there. It's right there somewhere. uh, yeah, and I fully was like, okay, I got this extra money, but again, mind you, I don't have the funds. I don't have the same spending situation as Mixus Ray, you know. But I was able to be like, you know what? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna plan it out, and I'm gonna get it. The problem with the Dior is that nobody's putting it up for sale. It's can't, like, you can see a Baba Studio deck. You look up Baba Studio, you're gonna see it on eBay. There's gonna be one for sale. Tarot of Delphi, that pops up every now and then. This one, you can't find this bitch anywhere. That Dior Tarot, you can't find it anywhere. And those were gifts to the people at the fashion show. But anyways, I want to talk about this though. This was quite bold of Mixture Ray to do, because I know a lot of people don't. But I don't think it's ridiculous, and I don't see that much of an issue with it. So, as someone that doesn't have an issue with it, and this seems to be a very cultural thing of like, of a cultural norm of not stating out how much you make. So my question is to anyone in the chat, because I know Moonstar has now left. Why is it ridiculous? I would like to know. Why is it ridiculous? You know, that's what I want to know. Let's see. I think it's about the business of tarot and what the market will allow. People trying to live off sales. I put mine out there dirt cheap on MPC. I'm not trying to sell as much as share. I'm a what? Reading? Image reading. Oh, okay. I'm not trying to sell as much as share image reading. I would say, well, here's the thing. I'm like, you should charge for your work. You don't have to put it on Make Playing Cards for dirt cheap. Can you adjust the prices on Make Playing Cards? That's another question. Other than like, you know, you use the linen cardstock or certain lamination or finish on the cards, or whatever. Like, can you adjust the prices on that? Can you, instead of, because I believe Mistress Ray said she only makes $5 off of each deck she sells, roughly about that. And I'm like, can she adjust that so that it's $10 per deck that she sells? And even then it wouldn't, how much would it be? I don't know the prices of her decks, but even then it wouldn't be so much more. And those, it's, again, put it out there for the sale that it's for sale on. And yeah, but people would be like, well, I want the good quality production. And it's like, no, really consider the price of labor. It's sort of like this. People seem to be like misconstruing like the price of shipping. It's like, oh, I paid this much for shipping it. I'm like, yeah, you're paying for something to go overseas to you. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit more expensive to ship that. Yeah. 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 Mhm. Oh, well, you see, there you go. But you still good. You get that extra little bit. Let me encourage you. You get that spending money. Because here's the thing. It's not like if Mistress Stray made more money off of those decks, it's not like she's gonna hoard it. Actually, no, scratch that. Any deck creator that makes those profits off of it, they don't sit on it. They still spend it on goods and services. They don't hold on to it so much. And it doesn't, it flows throughout the rest of the economy. Let's see. That's what I mean. The ones that are not being sold and so hard to get, like a Monet painting or Van Gogh, that's what I consider an investment. I think an investment is something that's going to produce money for you, i.e., the investment isn't so much as buying the deck and selling it again. By then, you're losing the investment. What's going to be the investment is buying the $75 deck and doing uh and doing $7-10 readings, and you get the money back, and then you continue using it, and then you get the money back and you profit off of that. And that is the return on investment. That is the mindset that we have to have when getting a deck as an investment. Okay, so technically, all these investments, I'm not getting money, my investment back on them, because I'm not using them. Particularly those very big, large Baba Studio decks. Those are not investments. Those would be called something else. Not necessarily investments. That's like, oh gosh, what would it be called? A collector's item? Not really. A luxury collector's item? I don't know. It's called something else. I know an economist would call that something else. And that's considering what people will pay for them. If people will even pay for them. Eventually, the popularity in tarot may crash, and those decks may not be really worth it. No, I kind of agree, considering it an investment in that sense, and again, capitalism being exploitative. It's that mentality to the tarot that should be a tool that is viewed as sacred and special to that, but that would be subjective to each person. Like, again, how I view the Marielle, that's how I view the Marielle, for example. I don't view the Marielle like yeah, it's different though. It's compensation for labor is the basic thing I'm trying to get. It made me uncomfortable to see her income. That was too personal for me, and I didn't need to know that for the conversation to take place. I think it provided context. I think it helped provide context. I still don't, again, like, I ask, why then? Let's ask. I will ask again. Why did it make you uncomfortable? Yes, it made everyone uncomfortable that she said her income. I'm like, why though? It didn't. It didn't make me uncomfortable. It shocked me, because I'm like, nobody ever really says their income like that. So like, I'm like, it provides context of like, here's her spending situation. Here's what she's, anyways. The most expensive museums and richest collectors don't see the value of the art beyond the dollar amount. It feels like art is wasted on those people. Well, somebody discussed this in a video talking about Banksy's art and how it became very valuable. And then then Banksy did like a whole like thing with like when they auctioned off one of his pieces, and like when it was finally auctioned, it started shredding the drawing. That was a thing there. But again, it's like it's now we're getting into like capitalizing off of art, you know. I'm like, I hope it wasn't like, I don't think she did it to like guilt trip people, you know, like, because again, if she like, I think when we see low income, we usually, what I think in our society, we usually view like poverty porn. And I think that twists our emotions. And so when we see someone else express like income struggles like that, then that kind of plays into us, and we kind of see it as like, oh, you know, it kind of plays that way. I think something's there. I'm trying to make a connection there. There's links there. So yeah. uh but yeah, it's like and it's weird. It's weird. There are that like art should not be capitalized on to such a degree, uh because it's like art has become an elitist thing. That's where we're going at here. Art being an elitist thing, like a Van Gogh or a Monet, which, you know, but versus art that's for the common people, for the everyone. You know, you don't see murals and beautiful sculptures for the public anymore, I think, or things like that. And we don't really seem to be prioritizing that. Like commissioning art, I think, is one thing that people don't do anymore as much. I don't know, even though there is money in there. There is money to it. Just ask a furry artist, you know, any furry artist, how much they make on commissions. You know, yeah. Well, here's the thing: is that people say, "Oh, it's 78 pieces of art," and it's like, okay, if one painting is worth, let's say, $700, then how much are these much worth? You know what I mean? So like, what are we doing here? You know, like, what are we saying here? You know, like, you know, you know. Does that make sense? Well, yeah, that's it. I'm like, how much did they make during their time? You know what? But like, what about the other artists that weren't as famous? The not so famous and reputable artists, the artists that painted paintings so that people could decorate their homes, for the, you know, for the working class that, you know, couldn't afford the $500 painting or something, you know. And it's like, they're just pictures and designs and paintings to color their walls and bring their home to feel like a home, you know. Like, I want to cover this a little more with more of the art that I have here. Well, there you go. You see, so they weren't compensated really well for their work, were they? You know, like I said, like the big tarot decks, like Pamela Coleman Smith, she didn't make as much money as US Games did off of her images, you know. Yeah, there we go. We're on the same mindset here. uh yeah, it really, like, and she knew, she even said it, she said it like, it was, what was it, like, a lot of work for very little money. I'm like, damn, girl. I'm like, and that's capitalism at its extreme, which we are in, is trying to get people to do as much work as possible for as very little pay as possible. Like, Anyways, because here's another thing. Like, we're talking about compensating people for their work. I'm like, most printing companies send their printers to China. Find an American-based card printer, you know? Not gonna find it. I don't think, if there is, I have yet to see them. And those are going to be very cheaper, but you know, if I were to make a deck, I probably would have it printed in the US where I know workers are going to be not paid on the penny for their work. I don't know how much a worker at a printing company makes, but I would try to look for one. I don't know where they would be, but I would try and find one, you know. I'd try. I'd try. Yeah, like she didn't, she didn't make that much money. Like, not even to, like, again, it's like, think about it. And if we really wanted to compensate our artists, our decks would be actually far more expensive. Again, like, it would be like, because we got to consider the cost the cost it makes for, you know, the food and the bills and the gas to go places that they need to go to, if they need to go places to, you know, and for the materials that they need for the, I don't know what else, for rent, if they're renting something, you know, all that factors into the price of their work for drawing. And some of these artists take months on drawing one piece, you know, which I guess would go directly to the piece, but again, it's like, and you're doing 78 of them for a tarot, and so it's like that affects that would increase the value of how much work went into making this, and yet we don't see it as such, you know. Like, again, just Pixie's deck took, I believe, 6 months to make. 6 months of work. I'm sure she was able to work on other stuff, but it depends on the artist. Mary White took a total of like 12 years to make hers, to get it published. She did make a majors only, which I guess that's a way to help keep them afloat for their decks, you know, selling a majors only. But who buys a majors only deck these days? Yeah. Yeah, and then, like, yeah, 12 1,200 today. What can you, how long will that last us, you know, if we're paying for, again, like, with inflation, that's, I'm like, that's again with the inflation, yeah, like people we were freaking out. Have the prices of eggs gone down? You know? Mm. Oh. So yeah, I think it's really, I think what people would care about more is if we knew the money was going to the person. Which, I guess, if you wanted to know a true indie deck, which is funny because I'm like, this is another aspect of this, is that the perspective, or what we think an indie deck entails, is very different from other markets. Take, for example, like the indie music scene. Like, you're not getting, you know, you're not getting a good whole production thing and everything with indie music CDs don't necessarily look like this. You know, they would come in like they would come in like, let me see if I have let me get them. They would come in, they'd come in like these. You know. You know, I'm like, do you know what I mean? There's very few decks that do that now, because we, as a community, have all, like, collectively agreed that, like, indie decks have to be of a much, 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 much higher quality, rather than, let me get them. Where is it? Here it is. I'm here. I come back. I'm here. There we go. That's 1 month's rent in the middle of nowhere with some rent there with some groceries. There we go. I used to judge my income on how much was the price of a loaf of bread. How much was bread then in the what is it, the 1920s, right? 1920s when she made that deck. Like these were like, this is by Carol Hertzer. She was like, the level of like how much work went into producing these, and even then, like the cut, they're unevenly cut. You see, that's an uneven cut on those, and they're like hand laminated and because they're hand cut and hand laminated, and she printed them out herself, scanned them out herself, and yeah, she was making like hella unique, like, well, not super unique, it is Rider-Waite-Smith, but with the color variations and the different like glitter that she was able to put on there as well. It was very much like a personal thing that she was making here for others. It was like she was handcrafting tarot decks. She was making them by hand, essentially. You know, it's very interesting as well. Like when you said, now that you mentioned Kickstarter, like one person came on my chat one time and was like, I don't know who it was, but they just said like they were very blasé about like making a Kickstarter. Like, oh, why don't you make a deck? It's like just, just draw a few cards and throw it on Kickstarter and you can get a bunch of money that way. And I'm like, do you know how much? Do you know how much? Like, do you know how much work it is to manage a Kickstarter? Like, how? What? Anyways, yes. Some of the until but like granted, she also didn't like really know. She wasn't really savvy with technology. If you look up Carol Hertz's website, it's pretty dated, but she was like doing this since the 90s, like before all that. So she would hand draw, repaint on top of the cards by hand. There are decks out there that are hand painted, hand colored of the Rider-Waite-Smith by her that are one of a kind. She did like, oh gosh, how many? She did a lot. She's still doing it, isn't she? I don't think so. I think now she was able to really streamline and make more of her decks, but that kind of removes those are more because of how much work went into it, and she charged for that work. And I'm like, yeah, even though this quality is not this has more work value put into it. And yet tarot collectors don't see this as such. Case in point, the Hermit's Cave complained about this in the past. So I'm just like, let's put that into perspective. And again, when people complained about Fyodor Pavlov, even though he did manufacture this, he was packing and shipping. Sorry, sorry if I misgendered, but the creator was given a lot of shit because he was only able to, there I go, misgendering again. But again, they were only, I need to check. I need to check the pronouns. But the creator got a bunch of shit because they only listed 100 decks for sale, and there was so much demand for it that they sold out like that within the first 30 minutes, I think, if that. So it's like, and the packing and the shipping and the tracking and the managing that right there isn't taken into account for the price of this, especially if it's shipping in the US, like where USPS handles most of the shipping. Even the mail people that are working for it are, I believe, they're not really compensated that well, which we need to change that. But that's because the price of mail is so cheap here which is like, that's fun and cute, but really it has not adjusted to inflation and how much it costs so to the mail. So really, like, should be like, instead of the $8 it takes to mail, like, let's say if I wanted to mail this, I could ship this to anywhere in the US for $8 in continental US. I'm not sure if that, I'm pretty sure it's a little different for Alaska or Hawaii, but if I packed this up and shipped it out, you know, it'd be, yeah. Anyways, I'm getting off topic here. I'm not sure, but again, now that I think about Carol Hertzer, I don't think she's doing it anymore. But if she is, it's really, really now streamlined, but she's not doing the handmade stuff anymore. I was very surprised when I found that out. I was like, what? uh, but, but yeah, I kind of started a bunch of thoughts there, but I didn't really finish them. But I think you guys get where I'm going at here. Oh my God, 3 hours. I missed this. And here's the thing, he never said that. And here's the thing, it was like a print run of 1,000. The Kickstarters were all shipped out, and then there was like, I think it was like 5 more. I think it was like 5 sets of 100. So he did it like 5 more times, that 100 times. So that, like, if people got really mad at that, like at that, and I'm like, it was never that serious. He's only doing this because it's only him shipping them out, you know. But people got mad at him. Yeah, that's how I think that's how she did it. But I'm like, damn. But I'm like, she just needs to. She just needs to. I mean, that's a lot of work, but it's like, there's something to that, you know. Here's another one that I kind of pointed out. This is another one that was hand cut, I believe. This was not sent to. This was home printed on cardstock by the artist, because the card, and again, this is like a jewelry box that you can get from, I don't know where, from somewhere ever you can get it. It's not super fancy. Yeah, it's entitlement. Yeah, entitlement. And that's rampant here. Sorry, the quality is terrible, but hopefully that means I can show you. This is also unevenly cut, if you can see on here how that is. That's not very, it's not this, you know. So, but this was, again, this is an indie deck. I think you can still get this, but I'm not sure if the quality is different. But this was, again, this is what I would consider a true indie deck. If my camera will focus on me, sorry. Like me, it's out of focus, lost of focus. And so I think this is something that, and this was an Etsy indie deck, so it was like handcrafted, like, so this is something that we've lost these days. And this isn't like fall apart in your hands after one shuffle as well, you know. It gives it that sense of, again, I talk about this like a friend, an artist friend drew this for you, even though I don't know the creator personally or whatever, but you know, there's that intimacy to it, because you know that like there was some more care and more work put into it personally by the creator. There's something to that. When have we forgotten to be grateful for the things we have? When manufacturing, I think, production line, the industrial revolution, which made things much more readily available. But now we've forgotten, you know, now the meats come already cut and cleaned and even pre-seasoned at times, right in the grocery aisles, for example. Which honestly, yeah, some people just can't. Not everybody can cook, but anyone should be able to fry an egg, you know. I don't know. Anyways, I'm getting off topic again. But yeah, it's sort of like that. We've forgotten or lost touch with how things are made, what it takes to make something. We just get it and it's here, you know. So yeah, it's so much easier to have them mass printed or even make playing cards, but Carol wanted to do it her way. That's part of the art to her, hands-on. I like that. And it makes me think of how I would make my own deck. If I were to do my own deck, I would do the very special, limited, artisanal, super, super, super high quality one. But that would be like, I'd probably only do 100 decks of that. And then I'd do a much more affordable. I'd do like 3 layers of affordability. And or I would do this, you know. Something like that. Let's see. People complain about NPC's prices for shipping, but they're a godsend to me. No minimum runs I can't afford, and the convenience for them to handle printing, billing, shipping, customer service. I'm really there. You go. And so all that shipping is actually for that, I believe, and I think it's because they ship from printers in China, which is overseas. So yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, what is that? I love my music done on CDs when they demanded minimum print runs of 500 or 1,000. It took forever for me to save up for that, and I still have a lot of copies laying around. My playing cards can do one at a time. Oh yeah, that's yeah. They do it. I would have to see what Make Playing Card does. How those print on demand printers do that. You know how they streamline that manufacturing. But again, I guess that changes the value because again, expert playing card company, you have to have a minimum of, I believe, 1,000 for their decks, and I'm still out of focus. Come on, let's focus on my hand. Focus, 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 focus. Hello. Okay. So yeah, like what was it? Let me get this out. Let's speaking of make playing cards and production and all that. We have I'm like, I really should. I should remove the handles on this chair because it's like they kind of get in the way at times. I'm like itchy throat. So this is the Journey into Egypt tarot. This I believe there's still copies available, but I don't think anybody's buying this one because it's now readily available for half the price on Make Playing Cards, and that's the Journey into Egypt tarot. Okay. I'm like, I don't know the numbers. I don't know the cost of the production of the printer that she used for this deck, but Julie Kuchawatch, like it was pretty expensive to make this on her own. Have you got love handles on your chair? I'm like, they're not so much love handles, more as like nuisance handles. So yeah, I think yeah. So anyways, NPC saves the digital files, then just load them up to print them. It seems unheard of, but a few companies do it these days. I don't know how they can afford to. That's what I'm trying. I'm thinking of like the production line of different cards though, you know, of like what's in line in the printers to come through it. I guess I don't know. And these are pretty large paintings if I'm not mistaken, right? Or no? Yes, I think. Anyways, and I guess sometimes the different countries have different prices. Like the alchemy deck over there, it came out at 25, and here at 40. So I don't get it. What alchemy deck? Which one? I'm like, what alchemy deck? I'm trying to remember. There's a lot of alchemy decks these days. You know, so I'm like, I'm kind of losing the topic here, but Oh, I like that one. I'm like, oh wait, yes, I do like that one. That it is that. I don't know if you can see it. It's that. Right. Okay. Move up. That box right there. I'm touching it. Boop boop boop. That one right there. I'm like, yeah, it's and that one, yeah, that's a deck that you don't really see that shape as well. Whether that affects it or not, I don't know. The value of the cost of the production. So yeah, like it came out at 25, over here at 40, so I didn't get it. Yeah, that and I think that's because of the international shipping, but that's why they have distributors. Like they have people like I mean, so that it is pretty much the same size. That's why like Los Scarabeo and Llewellyn, those decks are kind of very like, yeah, they should be roughly like whatever the price here should be roughly the same over there in Europe, you know. I don't, yeah, yeah. But again, it's like, and this here was another indie deck, but of course it's not so it's not as like the cut is even, and it's not so handmade. What else? Another one that still has that indie deck is the Oracle, the what's it called, the small Oracle, the incidental tarot, I think is what it's called, and it's like the oh my gosh, I have it right there, and I should use it more, but I don't, so it might be moved along, but it's one that she does like 100 print runs every now and then. Let's try and do this roll again. I'm going to practice this so I can roll and get my deck and then come back. Here it is in this little spot here. I'm coming. Here we go. I'm curious how much Julie's new decks are going to be. She's probably going to do make playing cards, because I'm pretty sure, from what I've heard and what the impression I got from what little I've got, from what little I remember from what she mentions, is that this was like a bitch and a half to print. And the copy I got was missing 3 cards from the sign of Scorpio, like from how it went. I'm like, all the Scorpio cards were missing. And I messaged her, and I'm like, my cards are missing. And she's like, are they really? I think she thought, I was like, they are. They're like all missing. I remember that was, and I was like, please believe me. Please, gotta have replacement cards. What is it called? A Curious Oracle. There we go. This one. Very small print run and very limited. And she was working on another tarot, and I want her to continue it. But I hope they're probably going to be, I would say probably like $40 to $50 if they're going to make playing cards, I think. Well, no, probably, I don't know. It depends on how many cards it is and how much she wants to charge for the work that she's putting into them. So yeah. You couldn't pay me to do that. Well, they probably charge. I would hope that they charge for it. So yeah, I mean, it is 12 decks. I mean, it's like, it's quite ambitious, really. 12 decks for each of the eons, right? Eons, right? I don't know. I can't remember. It's very unclear as to like what she said. I'm like, what is she going for this? And it's 12 decks of how many cards each? Is it 12 decks of 12 cards each, right? Or right? It's quite a bit of cards as well, right? Though that being said, it did like she is utilizing different methods of creating the art. Like I don't know. Anyways. Either way, it's a lot of fucking work. I forgot the card. Yeah, I know. I know when she said it, it was well. The total number of the cards would be like in the hundreds. So I'm like, right? I heard she said 36, and I was like the Decans. my my ears pricked up at that. Yeah, she has a reason though for 12 decks, and what she's putting on there. Who knows? Who knows how that's going to be, because again, it depends on how she makes it. Like the Blood Moon Tarot, how she made those cards, like it still took a long time, but she did make them into the suits, four big single pieces uh of the cards of that. But I feel like it could have been done a little bit different, but still I couldn't draw that. I wish I knew how. Ah, let's see. I have to. We made her do it, and I'm glad she did. Yeah, I'm like the real sky tarot that she made. That utilized Photoshop, and she's like, I really liked it. I like how she like talked about that. But yeah, but yeah, it's like again, I think really what to bring it back to Mistress Ray, I think so much it was really more of a reminder that the lower class exists, and I think tarot should not just be for those who, no. How about this? Is it so wild to say that collecting shouldn't be for the lower class? Like, it's I don't think it should be illegal for us to treat ourselves to a little treat, every now and then. Because honestly, like to buy a McDonald's meal, it's pretty much like what is it? It's not the most expensive, but it can get up there. It's not something that you can do every fucking day, or every week even sometimes. So again, it's akin to the Starbucks coffee. If you want that grande or that venti, brown sugar ice nitro whatever. I love those. I don't know what they're called, but it's the brown sugar whatever the fuck. They're really good. I don't know what it is about them. Um, but they're like $8 about for a coffee. And I can just have the instant coffee, which I like my instant coffee. uh but again, to be like it gave those impressions of like you shouldn't have to enjoy those things. It's like goddamn, it's like life is hard enough as it is, you know if the new pack of cards of beautiful images, uh those beautiful images, were, what made us bring some bit of levity and some escape from the soul crushing drudgery of labor, of then what's wrong with that? But of course, again, it's again, it goes into value in paying your artists and all that. But I think, again, when it comes to, like, for example, the ritual tarot, like, come on, come on, make it shuffleable. If it can't be riffle shuffled, how long is it going to last overhand shuffling it? Reality check on cost, profit, and greed. Exactly. And all that brings us to the fake, and it drives the lower class to buying the fake decks for cheap. Y'all want to be like, oh my god, why are people buying? I'm like, well, that's one reason why. Another reason is because another reason is there are people out there that like can't afford the the indie version, like the proper like full price retail version, like the legit copy of it, and yet they still go out and buy the the knockoff because I want to try it out. And I'm like, just buy it. But no, that's very that's too reactionary. Right there. McDonald's, their hamburgers were 30 cents when I was a kid. I'm like, well, there you go. Like, well, that's the thing. It's like, and I'm thinking about it. Me and my boyfriend, he was like he was wanting coin rolls, paper coin rolls, because he had loose change and all that, and he wanted to go treat himself to a little something. And he was like, "Do you have any?" I'm like, "I believe we do. I don't think we've gotten rid of them." And we have, and we did. We have a whole bag of coin rolls. I'm like, let me go through my piggy bank of change that I have, and I'm like, nothing's like, even the coin machines, those take like 50 cents now. They used to be like a quarter. You know, people like, like, those things aren't, there's nothing that costs that anymore. And I feel like we need to go back to it. I'm like, inflation is so weird because it's like, y'all are just making it. I'm like, y'all can, we can all just agree that like the 25 cents is like a lot of money, that like we can reprice and re-gauge the money there. You know what I mean? The price of that, it's getting into this gets into this is the collective agreement of like the cost and the and of what drove inflation or something. Really, it's inflation. It's just because big companies are just like for the fuck of it. They just want to do it. I'm like, we have to differentiate what is consumable versus what's not. Like, again, like I said, it's like we're not getting these decks and when we're done with them throwing them away. Like, even the most worn out decks, I brought this question up in the past. What do you do with those decks when you can't necessarily resell them, but you don't want to throw them away? You know what I mean? You're gonna pay for McDonald's with penny rolls? Some people do. Some people, that's the only way they can. But usually, no, that's a little bit annoying. Usually but then it would require you to go to the bank, cash it in, deposit those coins, and then get the money for that. Exchange it for cash or something. Obviously you'd exchange them for cash in some way, but that's still quite annoying. The cashiers are gonna, yeah, but I feel like, but again, that which is a joy of self checkout these days. You know, but again, like, how does, and then you'd have to put in the coins in there. But that's kind of like, again, that right there. It's like, well, if people can only do that, then it's like that's kind of quite, a little bit classist to those who are, again, the ones that really value each and every cent, and keep every penny that they have in there, to try and, make ends meet. Some of them do. Some of them take, yeah, they take cash and coins. Yeah, I believe. I hope. Because yeah, they have to, because some of that shit's like only like some of that shit comes out to like, and like 30 cents or like 36 cents, and it's like, oh, like, like, I don't know, like $27.36 or something like that. So of course they'd have to take pennies, they'd have to take cash, I would hope. If not, like, yeah, no, that's another thing. It's like, the metal change has become obsolete, and even our money is expensive to make. Pennies are no longer worth what it costs to make them, and we need to get rid of that. And what else? What's the next thing? And like the dollar, the materials that like how our dollar bills are made are like they don't really last that long. So really coin money is a really good alternative to paper money because it's solid and it's more like yeah, not as portable. I'll say that. Though a nice little coin purse does look nice. You know, bring it back. Bring back the leather coin purses that we carried on our hips. um, yeah, it takes. Yeah, it takes. Yeah, so the penny. I think we can put the penny to rest. I think we're done with her. You know, nickels, quarters, dimes, they can stay. Yeah, like this, like only a few pieces for like collections here, like the dollars. I think the dollar coins. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I hardly ever use money anymore. Yeah, like it's rare for me to use paper money now. We'll see in the future, but for the most part, everything's gone digital. I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Is it a good thing? It's honestly kind of becoming more like a point-based system. You work, you earn the points, you spend the points on things to keep you alive. You know. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm going for. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have. We have them here, but they're not much. No, they really are more for collectors. I recall them discussing embedding chips in people's flesh to read for cost exchange. Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to. Let's calm down. Let's calm down with that. I can just already hear the exploitation, the cyberpunk capitalist exploitation coming in. I hope we don't. Money's fun. It's fun to look at as artistic pieces, as pieces of art that like I guess in a way that we use, you know, practical art in a way. Uh, one wrong step and all goes away. I mean, it's yeah, that's true. A virus, a glitch, servers going down. You don't have any change. I'm like, I don't. I have a piggy bank. It all goes into the piggy bank. I'll just chop off your finger and charge stuff. Some countries already have that. I forget which country. They have the payment chips. Is it sweetener to? Oh, I don't know about that. I'm like, just we have a debit card. What more do you need? Like, we also have like the Amazon. Like, oh, you walk in and the face recognition. That's very weird. Oh, from the chip embedded in. Oh, okay, okay. That seems like a bit much. That seems like overkill to me. Like, why? It doesn't make sense to me. We've gone through all of it right now, but for the most part, I'd have to say, yeah, I think I've said everything that I had to say anyway. It's quite late here now, and it's time for me to go to bed. And I think to round it off is, you know, um, consider consider yeah, for real. I agree with Mixer Straight in the sense that it's consider the little guy. Consider the lower class. I think consider yeah to anyone, to reviewers and deck creators and all that is consider the lower class. I say the lower class, but that sounds elitist and classist. But consider poor people for opening the doors of the office, but like worker ID. Ooh, And like for security, I guess it's very secure, but that's kind of extreme, you know? And you don't even need your debit card. I haven't figured out yet how to pay with my phone. I don't. What was that? Did you guys hear? Did my voice just make a? That was very weird. Anyways, I don't trust that. I don't trust that with my phone, and paying like that. I just don't. Uh, every time I put in a machine, I put my card in a machine, I always see those videos. I always remember those videos of people showing like, here's how people steal your credit card info and all your digital info from the card with this new machine that they put on top of the card reader that you use or whatever. Some of them even figure out your PIN number or whatever. And I'm like, ah, I'm like, I don't want to use it now. But yeah, I don't. Anyways, like I said, not her, not the. I mean, who's really in line at the bank taking out cash? Is it a long line? I don't know. I guess there are benefits to having cash and solid cash and all that. But it's like I'm like, I know there's videos out there on it and information on it and discussions that people have had and said like, here's why, but I can't remember why. So yeah. Anyways, that's it. I believe I said everything I had to say. I think people took it a little too seriously. I still want people to, here's another VR people should start. Why did it make y'all uncomfortable that someone shared their income? I would like to hear it. What's your explanation? I would like to know. You know, twice as long, twice as fun. You're welcome, Toadstool Terror. I'm like, it's been a while, so I'm like, here we go. We're gonna keep it as we go. And so, yeah, I gotta tag Y on this correctly, and do that. I gotta shower and I gotta go to bed. I'm like, I feel it now. I feel really tired. I'm tired. I'm real tired. I'm really tired. I'm real tired. Yeah. So yeah. Let me put my cards away. So now. I'm like, yeah. Later that, I'm like, I just want to see other people's approach to it because I find it fascinating because to me it's like I think what people don't wait so long this time. I won't. I think we'll see next week. We'll see if I can go live again next week or maybe sometime during the week at night again because that's usually when I should go live when I can at night. So yeah. It's like it's I really didn't think she showed it for as a guilt trip, to people. I think she showed it to show her living situation. I think it was more, I don't think she was using it as an excuse. I think just as an explanation. Here's the receipts, here's the numbers, here's what we're working with here. Now I need to look for those videos. What videos? The ones on Mixtress by Mixtress Ray. Just look at Mixtress Ray. It's all the first ones, and on her community tab, she's been keeping us quite well updated. So yeah. Oh, should I say it again? What was it that I said again about? No. I was about to read the Damien Eccles, but I'm like, wait, no, that's it's tangential to it. But we're signing off here. We're getting ready for mimis a dormir because I am tired. And my throat is It is sore. I'm gonna thank you everyone for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for when I go live again, because you never know. It might be 6 months, it might be tomorrow. You never know with me. And I'm always gonna bring a topic of discussion to have. I wasn't really wanting to blend this with the live readings, but here we are. Well, I did, but it's empty. Sip and hydrate. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Thanks again for everyone stopping by and commenting and sharing. And as always, I'm like, I miss Y. I miss the live chats with Y. I miss the joint live chats in general. I think that's what it is. Or rather, no. I want more people to talk to. Anyways, we're another topic, I guess. The blending was inevitable. It was. I'm like, damn, I should have just done it, but I was like, I kind of wanted to get a little more background on the drama and the tea. I think the real drama was just people being mean to Mistress Ray. I'm like, it was never that serious, and it was never that serious. So yeah, we'll end it off with pay artists for their work and let people vent some opinions however they want to, and realize that not everything is directed to you personally. That's what it is, I think. So yeah, more drama next year. Next year, probably, like, I'm gonna say next month. I'm gonna manifest it. We're gonna manifest it. We're gonna manifest drama. I'm like, drama. There was the one that you pointed out late night, right? Farah, was that her name? Right? About collecting decks, but that's already been done before. Anyways, I'm rambling on again. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you all later. I'm gonna end this broadcast now. Good night, everyone.